a good amount of the map. Well, let me just go to the right page with you guys, as you guys are on this page here. And if you'll remember the map of Zell, you should have it all on your screen now.
Yep.
You guys were all the way over where that dragon is. And at the time, the dragon had there was a large column of energy shooting up into the sky. You guys worked your way through a cave system all the way to the top, and you saw this mage who was engaged in like some type of spell with this huge ass dragon. You guys decided to interrupt, and you guys picked, well, basically the mage. You killed off the two other dragons that had come in, the two babies, the two children. And then Big Mama erupted in the sky, and you guys appeared with this in the sky. Everything erupting. That's the mountaintop that you guys are on. Not the best situation to be in.
We're at the top of that mountain?
Yes.
While it's erupting?
Yes.
Gee.
And
badass.
That's where we had left off, that you guys had run down the mountain, remember? You guys had done dex checks. If I remember well, Zeke almost failed, but was saved by somebody. I can't remember who exactly.
Ramil was the one running down. Rax was riding on top of the third little dragon. I had my whip to the leg and had a whip holding on to Allura.
Yeah. And that's it. Yeah, it's because you had your whip on Allura that you were able to make it after all. So you all made it down from that eruption of energy. The dragon continued on. The noise in the woods, everything changed suddenly because, well, there's a volcano going off. You guys were about to head back to town, I believe you guys decided. Even though the dragon had gone in the direction of the town, but you could see that it was more veering towards the castle than the town itself. You guys were in the process of working your way towards town. Now, was there any order that you wanted to do, or anything you're looking out for on your way? Don't forget, you guys have some loot that you guys just got. You're carrying it with you. Some of you have bags of holding, so I believe the weight's been properly.
How much time do we have? Like, do we have any time? Can I do like a communicate with nature kind of ritual?
That's a 10-minute ritual. Do we have time for that?
You guys are in no immediate danger. Like, you guys could camp out overnight if you wanted to here.
Okay.
Do we have any loot in the castle?
The lava
Stash?
flow is probably on the other side of the mountain. Right
The reason why you guys decided to go to the town, Tash, was because all of your shit's there. Like, everything you've accumulated. When you did the other freaking underground dungeon, you found that gem laden piece. You guys had hired people to bring it to town. Basically, you guys have a dragon's little hoard at the inn.
Okay.
And we need to find. That's right. We needed to find a boat to get all this stuff on, so we could go sell it.
John.
Yeah. Yes.
Got a question on something.
Sure.
Are we doing like a time reversal, because we've already done a session of us getting to town, and everything was in recovery mode?
Well, I'm reversing to right before you guys left to get into town.
Nope, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
All right. So that little part didn't count.
Okay.
Now,
right.
from here, it'll take you
It's just a dream.
a day and a half travel.
I believe I'm already naked, correct?
Well, you're barbarian.
Wait a minute.
No, but like, didn't I go into an acid realm and all my like clothing melted away?
Yeah, everything
Everything
non-magical.
non-magical. Yeah.
Yeah, so you still have isn't your armor magical?
Mithril would technically be magical.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, because you were pointing at an old boy with your finger and your dick.
But I'm like naked wearing like this flimsy little mithril armor.
I think I was there for that. I was pretty traumatized by that experience. I'm like having PTSD right now. Everybody started melting. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's mithril half plate.
It's a lot of pressure on me.
All right, so I'm going to do a little ritual. You see me, like, immediately I tell everybody, wait, stop. And then you see me searching on the ground for some, like, muddy kind of dirt. And I start covering my body with it. And I focus a lot on my balls and my dick, like, overtly, all over it. You know,
Okay,
like,
so, you have a goal to this, or like
it's how he connects with?
Because you can roll performance if you want.
No, I'm connecting with nature to see if there's any, like, for to see if there's safe passage to the city without being interrupted by, like, bandits or something, like, to guide us, like birds or something, to guide us to the city.
All right. Well,
so I cover myself in mud, and I put like leaves all over myself, and I'm like doing like some weird dance and mumbling to the nature, and I'm asking it that. It's
funny because you guys don't see my end, but Dave's over here like moving his arms around and shit.
I can picture that.
I just imagine him just kind of adjusting himself periodically.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Commune with nature. I believe is the spell he's talking about. I do have that.
Actually, do it with your survival. Because first you got to actually see an animal, right? Like you're doing this, but there's still got to be like some like animal that you.
Okay, so I got to roll survival.
Yes, because right now you're
normal, advantage, or disadvantage.
Because of the way you described it, I will give you advantage.
All right. 24.
All right, so you see Rax start his performance there. Specifying on his balls. What? And there's this
and
sloth and there's this sloth in the tree that's just looking at him slowly. This big smile forming. Rax continues, and it just kind of points in a direction and makes this weird animalistic. Rax, thank you, my friend. So. He guided you to a path which seems to have less of the undead creatures about and more of what would be natural here.
Oh, good.
All right.
It'll cut down half a day's travel by following it, so you guys can make it there in a day.
Hey,
probably still need to camp out though.
Ramil, traumatizing question here. Do you have anything that can erase that image from my head?
Yeah, my helmet is extremely heavy.
Guys, come on. If you think about it, Cock and Balls just showed us the way.
It's true. Oh, you got a point.
Well, the path is bleak. It's hot. Unfortunately, you arrive after about half a day's travel to a strange obstacle. Where once there was a river, lava flows.
And we got to cross it?
So technically still a river.
Yes, technically still a river.
River of lava.
Now,
how wide is it?
It's about 15 feet wide.
Do you think we can jump that and Zeke could Tarzan it across?
With my helmet, dude, I'm not making the jump.
I was going to say, with my short little legs, someone's going to have to piggyback me over that shit.
Well, I was thinking we could throw you over.
I could rage and...
Whoa.
Throw Tash, pick up Danny, and then try to leap across.
Who are these mortal names?
You do know that throwing Allura across as in rage is possible and probably will make it, but it's an attack. So
and I'm also
land gently.
I'm also concerned she could land into like creatures or something. Who knows? Can we see? Like, I'm sure we can see 30
as an
feet.
attack, you have to roll, and if you fuck your roll up royally, you're aggressively throwing her into a river of lava.
Well,
it's not even a goodbye. She's just
Guys,
gone.
this is not funny. What the hell?
Completely sunken into the lava.
This is my life.
so
Or the end of it. But that would be possible. Like, Allura is small, and Dave is freakishly strong. Like, yeah, raging, you could toss. Now, could you make the 15-foot jump? Well,
How do you roll a jump? I'm looking at lung jump here. You
Can't we
cover a
levitate?
number of feet up
Mhm.
to your strength score
yeah.
if you move at least 10 feet on
Yeah.
foot.
So you take a
immediately.
running jump,
I'd
and
only go 5 feet.
well, what's your strength score? What's your strength modifier?
Strength modifier 5.
So that's 5 feet plus. What did it say?
I don't think there's any plus.
Well,
It's
well.
you cover a number of feet up to your strength score.
Yeah, strength score. Your strength score isn't 5,
Oh, 20.
so you can go. You could do a long jump of 20 feet comfortably. Well,
All right.
depends. What's your athletics?
Athletics is
Cover the
9.
But if he's leaping or something, would acrobatics come into play or no?
If he's trying to do like a twirl or something like that, I'd say
Oh,
yes.
okay.
But with Danny in his hands, it's not going to be an advantage. I guarantee you that.
Or at,
Danny
least,
was
or at least help Danny jump across. Like he still leaps, but I try to leap harder. And
well, why
use his
don't you
momentum
hold
to-
his shield kind of like a ramp, and then when he gets to the top, you just kind of jump up, and it helps throws him a little higher in the air.
It's just human catapult me right over it.
Basically,
Mr. Washington.
yeah, but don't forget, I got to throw you.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Your
minute.
you don't
armor
have to throw
with
me.
No,
What
not,
if-
not you.
You
Danny.
hold on to his shield. He runs. When he gets to the peak of the shield and goes to jump, you
I
use
push
the
up.
shield to push up and throw him farther.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But what
That's-
if Remliel just takes off the helmet and Rax jumps over with the helmet? Then could he not make it over without his helmet on
and the shield.
and the shield? I mean, it's really cool
What's
the other
your-
way though,
what's your
but more
strength?
dangerous.
Danny, what's your
My
strength?
strength 6. It's kind of low.
No. 6?
What?
Mine's only
Yeah.
2.
Okay, what's your underneath
No,
it?
no,
Stick.
no.
There's another number. What is it?
That's a smaller number.
Well,
It's
bigger,
not
but smaller.
bold.
You got a bold number and
Wait,
Yeah.
should these
Inside
be
the-
check marked or no?
No. Okay, on your
on the left-hand side, it'll say strength.
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
be
There's a
modifier.
15 underneath, and it's 2.
Oh, I see.
No. So you
Two
have. So you can jump.
You can draw-
He can just clear it if he takes off his armor.
But with my help, if we do it the way Zeke says, where
If you
I
you
hold
help
the
him,
shield, he steps on it, and as he jumps, I launch him.
I'll give him advantage on his athletics, and as long as he rolls a good roll, he'll make it.
Whoa. So if I don't make it, am I like dead?
Well, no, you're falling in lava. You're gonna take.
Oh, but we're not in a rush.
certain amount of damage.
Do we have to risk our lives, or can we find maybe a way across that's just easier?
Roll your survival.
All of us, can we or no?
You can each individually roll, or you can help Dave, and he'll get advantage.
What's your survival at now, Dave?
Plus 6.
Mine's
Same.
at. Wait, really? Where do you see? Okay, I'm only at 2. You're Danny. What's your survival?
Barbarians are notorious
9.
for having great
Oh.
survival in the wilderness.
Okay,
He's
so-
telling you the number, not the plus.
What do
He
you mean
has 9
telling
survival. No,
the
yeah.
number?
Sorry, he has 9 survival. Yeah.
So maybe we should have Danny roll and either Zeke or does it matter the helper or do we all help him with it?
I mean, you can help him. I'll help.
it takes at least one
I'll
person
help
to help.
Rex.
So you guys are 4. So you
Yeah.
guys can split up your help.
Yeah, so I'll help Rex. You can help Danny.
Then
All
that
right.
way they both roll with advantage.
So
All right.
Dave, you roll with advantage, and then I guess Danny, you roll with advantage. Why did you have 2 rolls, Dave?
22 advantage.
No, you rolled
No.
twice by accident. You
Yeah.
rolled the first time. and then
No,
you
the
rolled
first time was
that was
the other
for,
survival
that was
roll.
for his figuring out what
Oh,
animal.
sorry. Yes, sorry. I should put timestamps on
Well,
this
with
shit.
what you guys got, you could find another way around, but it would add a few hours to your journey. So not quite half a day, but you're instead of getting there, shortly after morning, you'll get there in shortly before noon.
I say we take the safe route. I mean, we don't need nobody
Yeah,
dying or
might
getting
as
scarred
well.
for life.
We can always botch our rolls.
What? You don't want to pull an Anakin?
Either Danny either Danny or Dave have to be the ones who actually lead right now.
Oh, because they know the way.
Pretty much, or Remley out. So you guys are going to be in the front.
See,
All right. Danny
rolled 27, so he's the one that's probably going to get the better idea.
You know what? This place is kind of sketch. So I'm wondering if I can roll stealth right now, right? Just to be stealth with them, so I'm not really seen, but I'm still with them.
If you want, you can hang out a little bit off the edge and be stealth. Absolutely.
Okay.
So give me a stealth roll for when you're doing
Now,
that.
would I do advantage for that?
No, because it's just a standard stealth roll.
Okay.
You're not doing anything extra to give you advantage. You're not invisible or whatever.
22.
I'm invisible.
So, so you're obviously paying attention. So I'm going to let you roll an active perception check.
Zeke.
Are you talking to me or
No,
John?
I think it's a little sensitive.
Laura.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was trying to hold it away.
Oh boy, I see nothing.
Wait.
Wait. I have something here that says, oh, it's on an attack roll. Oh, wait, when you roll a 1 on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll the die and must use a new roll. Would that be an ability check? Yeah.
Yeah, that's an ability
So
check.
I can re-roll it.
If you want.
Yeah. And that would consume 1 luck.
Exactly. You have 3 charges.
Where's my luck? Where do I see that?
It doesn't show. That's why we'd remake our character.
Okay, so that was perception, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta manually note it.
So
Not any better, really?
No, yes, it's better than a 1. Automatically, it's better than a 1.
Get out of here, Zeke. That's a good roll, though.
Oh, I thought we were.
No, just me because I stealthed.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. The only reason I said get out of here, Zeke, was you had a really good roll.
So you don't notice pretty much anything, unfortunately. So it's not my fault. It's Tash. She's the one who didn't notice. You all come onto the same scene at the same time. There's a caravan. Absolutely no bodies left on it whatsoever.
What about investigation?
That
I have to undo one thing right now. Well, you can definitely do an investigation when you arrive. Give me one quick second because I almost fudged this up and made you guys encounter way too many things. I'm not trying to kill you.
I have a quick question just to anybody. Like all these things, strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, all that stuff, some of them have check marks. Like, are they supposed to be check marked or not?
It's the ones you have.
Those are things that you're proficient with.
Yeah.
You're good at.
Okay.
Now, everything's gotten a little bit better as you've gone. If nothing's on fire, but there's very little actual wildlife that seems to be left in the area. Now, Tash, completely caught up in herself stealthing, made it all the way to the front without noticing the caravan as you all come up on it.
Oops.
Do you need me to pull myself out onto the map, or is there a particular place you're going to put us?
No, you guys are already on the map.
I only see black.
Yeah.
You're at the bottom.
How the fuck did you miss this?
You only see black?
It's
yeah, I
all
only see
black.
Let me just see the stupid settings because of the conversion.
Yeah, ever since I switched over to dynamic from legacy, every map has just been fucked up for me. Even when creating maps, it's been like this.
Also, just a heads up, it's confirmed Oron will not be making it tonight. He said he's on a business trip.
Okay.
Now
There we go.
can you see?
Yes.
There you go. Yes, it's dead. You guys can investigate.
Oh wow, I'm up ahead.
Yeah, like I said, you accidentally went up ahead, and
Now, can we all roll investigation, or is it one of those things where it's like we can assist somebody else? Because I don't have.
You're not in actions. You can assist, or you can do it all yourselves. That is completely up to the individual.
Okay, who's got the highest investigation right now? I've only got 3.
Now, don't forget, you guys, nobody's actually rolled a perception check other than Tash up to date. You guys just arrived on this.
Well, I mean, I did, but it was false.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
Do you want to? I say we roll investigation.
Yeah.
But if someone has high, I'd like to help them so they can roll at advantage, and I just won't roll because mine's low as shit anyway.
I mean, I have a 7.
Dave, Danny, what's your guys' investigation?
Not very high.
7.
Yeah, mine is.
Oh wait, no, 3.
1.
Okay, well, I'll assist Zeke.
Yeah, I'll check this out. Y'all take a look at the perimeter.
All right, so I'll take a walk around the caravan, kind of up close, looking at it, but being careful. There's no traps on the ground or anything like that. Keeping my focusing. Oh, you want me to roll? Okay.
For that part, perception, yes.
No advantage, right?
No.
Now, quick question: Would
14.
he have gotten advantage if I hadn't noticed something first?
Yeah.
Okay, I fucked up.
That could have given advantage, definitely. So continue, Dave.
13.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm looking around.
Zeke's gonna roll investigation at
Keeping an eye
advantage.
out
Mm-hmm.
and just keeping guard. You know, if there's something there, I want to jump in front of it.
Okay, so you're alert.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You got mine, and then what you doing, Ramil?
From where you are, before you get closer, you can smell rot coming from the wagon. The outside was washed clean, roughly, but you can kind of see a couple of things poking out of the back that shouldn't be there.
Who are you telling this to? Us or
Zeke?
Me. I'm gonna turn my head and put up my finger for silence and point at my eyes and right at the back of the wagon. And then I'm going to release my double-bladed scimitar, creep up to it, and use my scimitar blade to kind of flip open the back of the wagon to get a better view. But I want them to kind of be ready to smack the fuck out of something. So I'm basically going to like come right here, reach, and kind of flip over the corner.
I'm on high alert.
So
Same, just watching.
now, Allura, you have your full movement right now, and they're doing this, and look where you are.
Yeah. So, do I notice them doing that?
Well, you're seeing them doing it, so
Okay.
right now you can do something at the same time as them.
Now I'm
So-
still stealthed, so I kind of want to move back over. Can you see when how do you ping? You
Yeah,
see
you can
that
just
rock
ping.
there? Now I can.
You can move 30,
3. So
and
it's
you're
5 per
maintaining
square.
your 22. Yeah. And you're currently maintaining your 22.
So I want to move on top of this rock, just have like a height advantage.
Kind of blend in too.
Now, Rumliel, roll your insight.
Insight? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Something's wrong about the horses next to Rax.
I immediately tell him what I see. Something's off. The horses.
And being alert, you're going to be...
Are there any animals in the region?
No,
Can I
strangely not. That actually seems very odd to you. There should be something around.
Well, there's that dead owl or dead bird. But I mean,
Oh,
it's dead.
it's been stomped.
Oh, okay, so it's just...
Now that Rax is next to it, you can see clearly that its head was caved in by the horse. Which...
So much for the
So
taxidermy.
instead of their, surprise attack that they were going to do on you... Oh, I gotta change layers. God damn it, I hate when that happens.
I see something.
You're gonna see some things.
Some things. Oh boy.
Now, stop moving, Rax. Go back to where you were.
What do you mean?
Get back to that square, man. Get off
Okay,
the horse.
so
I didn't get on the horse.
these three zombie skeletons burst out from the actual back of the cart. And from the back of this cart, get that out of my way. 3 skeleton rats burst out, oversized.
Creepy.
Now, because you are all alert, you hear a rustling in the bushes, and this thing starts coming out. It's obviously, it looks kind of like a zombie, but it's something different.
Yeah, I don't see nothing, so that's all y'all.
So now it's going to be initiative.
Yep. Here we go.
I draw my weapons, by the way.
Oh, and by the way, both
I was on high alert.
both hearses turn into giant skeletons.
And I activate rage.
Wait, both horses or just like, because there's 4, right?
Yeah, the other 2 were just illusions and kind of melt into the ground.
Okay, so the back 2, like the 2 with the saddles are not, like, don't even pay attention to them. They're not the skeleton ones.
That
Gotcha,
they go poof, disappear.
Bye bye. Okay, initiative. Where do I see that again? There.
So I'll show you what you're seeing. You see that token?
No, it's like right in the shadows.
Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. I see something slightly under Z, kind of, at an angle, but...
Yeah, I see the one token in the bush, and that's it.
Yeah, I see the one in the bush.
Can't.
It's a small one. Top left corner for me.
Oh, you gotta roll your initiative there, Danny.
Oh.
That'll be top armor class initiative speed.
Yep, you just click on the initiative.
Well, anyway, the giant skeletal horse in the style of, that you see in World of Warcraft Both of those turn into that. One of them was about to try to take a nip out of Dave, but you're all on initiative instead. I don't find that fair, but it's funny. So,
I mean, Dave's got a big green carrot with mud on it.
Oh my god. I was like, big green carrot. What is? Oh my fuck. This guy not washed or anything? Jesus.
what's with the feral instinct?
I don't know if he meant to hit that or.
Who, me?
Oh.
Oh yeah, you have advantage on initiative rolls.
So
Since he has that in his listing, when he clicks on initiative, it automatically does.
Okay, it writes that. I was just saying, okay.
His advantage.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
So you're not trying to tell me anything, right, Dave? Is he
just-
muted?
No,
muted
he
himself again?
ran to the washroom.
Ah, okay. So no, he's not trying to tell me anything.
No, he was probably trying to read it and clicked it.
But like you said, oh yeah, because that's not going to show up every time he rolls initiative, right?
No, that's probably something he clicked that he was trying to read to make sure that he had advantage on initiative. But
Plus, I think what he was thinking too. Additionally, if you are surprised at the beginning of combat and aren't, well, we weren't surprised. Well, were we surprised? No.
No, you would have been, but Zeke kind of saw that there was something up with the,
Okay.
with the area, and was like, "No, dude."
No, Dave, we were just
Nothing
talking
good.
about why you linked feral instinct for the reasoning that you did. All right.
No, it's because I rolled advantage on the initiative.
So, unfortunately, my initiative is crap. It's going to be going Rax first. And then it's going to be Zeke, and then it's going to be me, and then it's going to be Allura, and then it's going to be the horses, and then Rumlia.
All right. I'm just trying to remember how to play my character here. So I get one attack.
You get one
typically,
action. And you get more than one attack on your action right now by level 9. So
yeah. So what you would typically do, what you used to do, is you would attack with your pirate hand hard axe twice, and then your scimitar once, because that would be your bonus action attack.
Oh, yes.
But you
have to, you have to rage. So
first round, you rage first, and
Okay,
then you do your action.
All right. So I use my bonus action to rage. So I go down.
You're enraged now.
I'm enraged, and then I have one attack, and I have.
You have two attacks.
Okay,
Yes.
so I do this and that.
Yeah, but what are you attacking?
Oh, just the rat in front of me here.
Okay.
Take on the little rat. Poor little ratty rat.
17 and 30. Like, basically these two.
Oh, 30, you crit, dude.
Does it scare the other rats away?
Well, actually, the first hit completely obliterates the rat. The other rat next to it, roll an intimidation, Dave.
This one? I'm trying to click, but it's not.
No, hold it down. Hold your click down. It gives you the ping.
Ah, there we go. So this is the one I obliterated?
Yeah, you turn, you literally spread his skeleton across the bushes.
Intimidation.
Yeah.
Advantage?
Yes.
$17.
You get advantage on your attacks against these two. And these guys behind you, because they all just saw their
pet.
Pretty much be disintegrated in one shot. So for the remainder of the round, you have advantage against him.
No, but didn't I hit that? Like I hit this guy first.
You only rolled your first attack. You rolled 30.
I rolled twice. No, I rolled,
You rolled a
17.
17 and a 30.
I missed the other one because of the height of it. Sorry.
It's all good.
So I'll allow you to put a damage on him then. So I'll put 8 damage onto him.
Oh, that's 16 damage.
Slashing and cold. Yeah, you have 2 types of damage.
Plus rage.
Plus 3 rage.
19 damage and oh boy. Okay. There are basically cracks left of that guy. But he's still standing. He is definitely bloodied.
Alright.
I'll put a red dot when they're bloodied.
Done. So sorry that turn took so long. I just trying to refamiliarize myself with it.
I expect this little fight to take longer than it should.
Well, we're all getting back into it, right? So
yeah. So after that, it's like I said, goes to Zeke.
Ready. Now, is this guy up in the tree, or is he just in the bushes? Bottom left corner, right here.
No, in the bush. He's in the bottom of the tree. None of them are actually up in the tree. Those 3 remember came out of the carriage. They were gonna like surprise attack you guys when somebody got up close, but instead you saw them coming. So like they were like, bah, and you're like, yeah, I know. You guys do not stealth well, unless a rogue passes by and it's not paying attention.
Hey.
Okay, so that's the one I'll be going for. So make sure, yep, normal.
Yep.
So attack action.
Oh, that
bonus action. Oh shit.
So you completely flub your first action and leave yourself exposed to him for his next attack. You do manage to like come back from it though and stab him right through into the side. Not doing as much damage because it is just your bonus action.
And then my second attack action. God damn! How the fuck?
You unfortunately when you came back, you put all your balance into your bonus attack and got into him, but then just kept going forward. So you have accidentally put yourself here.
Put myself there and probably prone.
Actually, you're gonna roll your a dexterity check to see if you're gonna fall or not. If you're gonna trip.
Dex save or just dex check?
Dex save. No, you are actually prone. Okay, so this is going great. After Zeke, it's. Can I assume you're done, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, then it goes to Allura.
I just have a mouthful of leaves.
So you just saw this little display from Zeke there, and
okay, so
pretty funny.
Here's what I want to do. Now I just want to kind of play it out before I do anything because I'm reading through trying to make sure it's going to work. What I want to do is I have a short bow +3, and I want to use it against this guy here. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then after that, I want to use my bonus action and toss my where the fuck is it? Toss my
dagger.
Sorry, my vicious dagger at him also, and then I have the gloves of returning, so I can kind of just like look at it and
they automatically, that they just come back.
So now in doing that, the throwing of the dagger takes up my bonus action, so I can't disengage. Can I re-stealth after?
No, because that would require you not to throw the dagger.
Okay, well that's what I want to do. I want to throw at this guy here. I'm gonna use my short bow +3 and throw the dagger at him.
Go for it.
I'm at advantage because I'm stealthed.
Mm-hmm.
So first short bow. Then now, since I use that, can I like use it? Am I not at advantage with sneak attack anymore because now I'm out, or I still am?
Not for your second attack.
Okay, so I'll take that.
Because you broke your sneak attack with your first attack.
Gotcha, but I'm still at advantage.
Now you definitely hit.
But
you're still at advantage because it's the same round.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh my! Oh, this guy.
Hey, that does not happen when you
It's for
use that
description only.
Thanks, Danny.
Well, you shoot your bolt, right? And then you immediately throw your dagger with it so that he doesn't see it coming. The bolt goes straight through its skull, down into its spine, followed by the dagger, which pushes the bolt further down. The thing screams out as the dagger returns out its chest and into your hand.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He falls down dead.
Oh.
Roll an intimidation check at advantage.
Me?
Yep.
Y'all are sitting down there being badasses. I'm being fucking goofy.
What a terrible roll.
Okay, well, so the little gnome roars and it. Well,
Halfling?
the little halfling roars and it looks like a little gnome roaring.
Oh my god. With pink hair, probably too. Jesus.
And by the way, actually, no. The reason why it doesn't work out is because you roar in like triumph, right? But as you catch the blade, it's like in
coughs.
Tremors where that piece of pink goop goes splat.
Oh my god.
Because remember, she can't stay clean.
That's unfortunate. Jesus, I gotta carry like wet wipes with me or something.
I think that's the reason why I carry bars of soap.
It's a good thing, man. It's a good thing.
So now it's actually me. So with that death cry, these things are going to try to split. So Rax, attack of opportunity. As this one tries to run away, it will make it off map if you don't kill it.
Does it count as a raging attack? Yeah, obviously.
You're
it's
still
a
raging. Yeah, you are still in raging. These things are going to try to run past you and get out.
15.
You hit. It's at 2 health, so you obliterate it before it can even get away. Zeke, yours is kind of caught up in like how well it's doing, so it kind of hasn't noticed what's going on around it. It's like everything's going great. Wow, these days are easy. Not quite what's happening, but hey, that's fine, right?
Sometimes it pays off to be goofy.
Yeah. So he's gonna try to hit you, and he has advantage, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. God damn, why does it keep doing that? Why the hell is it not letting me get in? I may have a technical difficulty. Give me one moment.
Danny, you have attacks, right? Like you attack also. You don't just like heal and buff, right? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, he's got his badass sword.
I got a Holy Avenger.
Oh yes. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I'm just thinking because I mean, if Zeke doesn't end up, actually, I think you're next after this. So I was gonna say running.
So I was wondering. I also
Right.
carry a mace, which is like in my pack. Can I throw the mace or like does that not?
But if you were to throw the mace, you wouldn't be able to attack with your Holy Avenger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's like I was able to throw my dagger because it's like a dagger. I think it's smaller things. I'm not sure. I mean, John was before you guys got in chat. John was
You know what,
explaining to me about throwing.
Now that I think about it, I'd probably throw.
Daggers classify as a thrown weapon.
I'd probably end up hitting one of you with the mace because
Oh,
my
God.
dexterity's
There's
So
nothing wrong
if you
with
look
that.
at the dagger,
Okay,
it should say something like a 2060,
Just a slight.
which is your thrown rate, thrown distance.
Sorry, I gotta throw this in there. Dave's computer, he's got to restart it. He had an issue, so
Okay, well,
doing
I'm
that real
trying to attack him right now, Zeke right now. So, oops, I'm sorry, I forgot to do that.
21 miss, 17 miss.
And
Well, the first one you didn't do at advantage.
no, because the first one was the first one I showed on an advantage. 1 sec, we'll just do this. You'll still miss no matter what. Even though he's on the ground, the skeleton still can't freaking hit him and is not paying attention to anything going on around it. Ramliel? You have 2 attacks. You have an attack of
Okay.
opportunity against the one that ran by you. The other one got away.
So there's one behind me, right?
Yeah, but he's running like a little.
Is he going to continue running? Like, can I take a good look at him, or?
Yeah, you guys kind of scared the shit out of them when you blew up
Okay.
their boss.
If he has an attack of opportunity, does that? Let's just say he turns him once.
See, I'm like line of sighted right now. I'm just trying to figure out.
Does he get another attack after that?
I can move in an attack, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you have movement.
Guy here, and beat the living.
Okay, so I like run up, beside the carriage here, and I think this is undead right here, right? It looks like I can see most of his body.
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna swing at him and aim for his neck, where like his spine connects with his head.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
How come
Switch
he doesn't
over.
get two? Why do I get 2 attacks, but he doesn't get 2 attacks?
That's one thing about clerics is they're not big on on a lot of physical attacks.
Okay, so why do I get 2 attacks? I keep forgetting this. Like I don't know
As a
why.
barbarian in your level tree, it says extra attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
Same thing with fighter.
Yeah.
Again, extra attack as
I
well.
guess I can't really see Zeke's body, but we could.
So you surprise the crap out of him as you shower Zeke in powder.
Nice.
Because your holy weapon does double damage on these things.
Sick.
Wait. Is the powder good or bad?
It's just his bone matter, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disintegrating.
I'm covered in bone meal.
Okay, I thought maybe Danny's weapon did like an AoE heal when he used it. I was like, are you kidding me? I get covered in guts and he's covered in healing powder. Okay, we're getting bone dust. We're fine.
I'm look like I'm covered in cocaine.
Yeah, it's still easier to clean up. So these monsters, like you hear other creatures in the woods will scurry off in the distance. They were not expecting you. When you look into the back of the actual wagon, you see peasant clothing and body parts that were half-eaten, and they had just basically been getting any random peasant that happened to walk by.
I think Rack should go in there and scour for some stuff that he might be missing. Cover up the little peepee.
It's covered in gore, but there is clothing. There's random
Welcome to my world.
You look at it lightly, even just taking 10, like just looking over it. There's random shit there.
Maybe you can get your little water bladder back if you're thirsty.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Aren't these horses still alive when they're undead, or they weren't attacking us?
Actually, they if you notice, they've actually tried. They're trying to fake to being real again.
Fake.
You've frightened the crap out of them, and they're tied there. They can't move.
Well, this looks like an opportunity. Maybe we could use those horses. We can get back to where we're going quicker, no?
You can try your animal handling. You're not going to get advantage, even though you scared them, because they are undead.
There's animal handling? Oh, I only have 2 in that. Does anybody have better than 2?
I have 2.
Oh, God.
I have 5.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to help Remley. I'm
2.
going to assist him in his roll so he can roll at advantage, right? Maybe?
If well, first, because of how low of a score you have, you're going to have to roll to see if you can help him. And
Okay, what do I roll for that?
D20, you need 10 or more.
I have to roll a D20?
Nope. I can't help worth the shit.
Oh,
yeah, because Zeke is so bad at it, I'll help you with
He's
the
just
horse.
getting in the way. It's like, go, you're
I
in the
help
way.
you with the horse.
He offers, we're
As I
just
go
like,
up
no.
to pet it. Yeah, as I go up to pet it, I'm gonna help
hit
you,
the
and it
D20.
bites me.
how do you
Go
roll
up
that?
to the- yeah,
Oh, just
like
hit that? Okay. Oh, we get any horses.
Okay, so Allura's actually helping. Guess some of being short, cute,
Actually.
and covered in blood makes the undead being like, "Oh wow, she's kind of edible." So you roll at advantage.
Okay. So now it's okay.
You could get them to follow you, but you couldn't get them to pull something. And doing this will take you it is getting nightfall, so you guys will want to take a rest. If you want to be able to have these undead horses follow you, you're gonna have to like finish your evening up and leave in the morning type thing. Otherwise, you can kind of tell that they're not gonna bite you anymore.
All right. I say we set up camp, make a fire, pull out some grub.
Yeah, not on the road, bro. We're gonna take a little, maybe over in a bush or something somewhere.
Okay. Well, actually, if you guys want to roll your survival, whoever has the best survival, or if you guys want to help them out.
I think Zeke and I both have pretty darn good survival.
Mine's
and
9.
So does, Danny has
Danny's
the
got
best.
the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 6.
I got 2.
Well, you can help
I'll help.
Danny, and then Rex and I'll each roll individually.
Does that mean I roll out of advantage, or she's got to roll for that?
Yeah, do I have to roll to see?
It's how you guys want to do it, right? Like you're gonna have to roll to see if you can help. So you're gonna roll a d20. You need 10 or more to help.
Okay.
If you have 10 or more, if you have 5 or more in the skill, you get a +2 to your roll.
Oh no. Sorry.
Oh, good. Should I just roll it up.
Yeah. What's that? A D20?
Survival.
Yeah.
Oh, survival.
We can either each.
Unless someone else can help me.
Allure's like, I think by the lava.
Oh god.
You're like, no, Laura.
That'd be nice and
She can only see like 2 feet high. Like,
So if you want to do a help action, you gotta roll a d20.
Okay.
And it would be +2 because you have 5 or more.
Wow. Unbelievable.
okay, so
I'm
no.
a
help.
goofy fucker, so I'm just gonna straight up roll survival. Same with you.
Okay.
If I try helping, the 3 of us are gonna outweigh you on sleeping by lava.
Dude, Rax wants to go even worse than me. He wants to camp out on Remliel's shield in the lava. Okay.
He figures, if we get really up close to the lava, it's a good spot. But we just have to go 2 hours back.
We can just use it as a sleeping bag.
I turn to Zeke and we have a small discussion. I'm like, yo, listen, man, we need to find the best spot possible because I am tired.
That's probably steep.
Yeah. So you guys are actually able to find a nice spot out in the bushes, not too far away. That'll do the trick for the night. Now, if I remember well, some of you don't sleep as much as the others.
Yeah, that would be me. So I would be out for 2 shifts.
You guys organize how it works. Let me know, and then I'll let you guys know if you guys have a good night's rest or if you guys get jumped by wolves or something similar.
Okay, who wants to fully sleep? I'd like to fully sleep because I have to heal people.
I need
and
a
stuff
long
in the morning.
rest to reset my shit.
I can take 2 shifts.
You guys could do Zeke guards for like the beginning, and
I can do the first shift and 4th shift.
I'll take the wake up morning shift, but I want to get a long sleep in.
So you guys
Okay.
so if you guys want to make it there by just after lunch,
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
you guys can rest enough so that
Yeah.
everybody gets rest and there's enough guard. But that means you're not going to make it there by lunch. You'll make it there shortly after lunch.
Yeah, I'm with whatever everybody decides.
What you guys decide.
So I can take
and,
first or second or first and third. That's up to y'all.
I would say probably better first and third, right? So you get some sleep, or
I'll
like
take
right
a
in the
second.
middle there.
All right.
Take a little short rest. Well, where do I see what the short rest gives me and what a long rest gives me?
Well, in that eye thing again.
Okay,
you
yep.
can actually you can type in rest, and it'll give you the rules for long rest and short rest.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, okay, resting, long rest, short rest. Okay.
Yeah. So, like the long rest, it's 6 hours, and you're able to get your 6 hours in. It's not 8 hours, in case you guys are wondering, because a lot of people think it's 8 hours.
Yeah, that's why I was going by.
It says for at least 6. No more than 2 hours of light activity.
But it's at least 6, and 2 hours of light activity is being on guard. You're not like unless you're like, I'm gonna be on guard and I'm gonna like shoot
Okay,
arrows
I
at a
see.
target all night long. It's like, okay, well, you're gonna be fucking tired.
At the end of long rest, character regains all hit points. The character also regains spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half of the character's total number of them, minimum of 1 die. For example, if a character has 8 hit dice, he or she can regain 4 spent hit dice upon finishing a long rest. Okay, what's hit dice? What?
Okay, so
Hit dice is what Rax used to heal up after one of our battles, rather than
like you can spend half an hour and use a hit dice to roll a d8 and gain that many HP. Or
How do you know how many hit dice you have? Where do you see that?
It goes
based off of how many levels you have.
Yeah.
So we're 9 level. We're level 9
9
right now, so you have 9.
But you can never use your last one.
Okay, so wow. Oh yeah, I see. I have 9 hit dice. Hit dice D4. That means I roll a D4.
9d4.
Yep.
And that determines how much health you get back.
Mm-hmm.
And you can is that considered an action?
Well, you have to do short rest for that. So every time you take a die off, it's 30 minutes.
Oh,
so
and what takes the die off? What would take that off? Sorry.
Doing a short rest.
Okay, no, I'm totally not understanding this. Okay, so I have 9. How do I lose those?
You say I go, okay, you guys got into a fight. You guys want to move on or take a short rest? You're like, oh, we'll take a short rest. So that means you guys spend between half an hour to an hour sitting there, twiddling your thumbs, just kind of relaxing. You know, eating a ration, doing whatever to just get some energy back. In that time, you're allowed to use a hit die to gain back that much HP. So you can go, well, John, you know, I only took like 3 damage last time, so I'm just going to use a hit die and gain back a D4 HP, and you roll it, you got.
Oh, instead of taking a long rest to regain your
whole
back.
thing. Yeah,
gotcha. Exactly. Oh, I did. See, I learned something tonight.
I got a question on something though. You're a rogue. How is your hit die only a D4?
I don't know. It could be one of those.
Class.
It could be one of those things where I fucked up during the creation.
Okay, that would explain it, because I believe rogues are a D6 or a D8.
Oh wow! So right. Okay.
Just like me being a fighter, mine's are D10s. Dave's being a barbarian, his are D12s.
Yeah, and Zeke rolls for shit. That's why his health is so low.
Yeah.
He should take average, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Well, Dave rolls well, so his HP's fucking out the window.
Oh yeah, just like my barbarian in the other campaign, I don't roll below a 10.
Like for some reason, I think Dave's rolled a few times 12.
Yep. Yeah,
like that's the best you can get.
All right, so
let's
Zeke's taking first. I take second, and Zeke, you're taking third.
Yes.
So you can hear fires in the distance. As you guys take your rest, it is not a very nice evening. It never really turns quite dark. It's constantly low light. The sky is covered in smoke. During your first night, other than stray animals running by in the bushes, nothing catches your attention. The second part of it goes on uneventfully as the first. Same with the second, the third, and apparently the fourth. You guys wake up well rested. Zeke, Rax taking the last shift, sharpening his knife by the fire, has breakfast ready for everybody.
So, all right, what do we got cooking?
You're not sure.
Exactly. You're not sure. Just meat.
There are a few carcasses and pelts off to the side, and none of you went hunting. You have a good hunt. You have a good survival level, so I'll allow you to have caught like a few of the running rodents as they went by.
All right.
It's meat for breakfast. Everybody's well fed. Anything anybody wants to do before you guys head out?
I would like to go behind a tent and take a pee. I have to pee in real life. That's what I'm saying. So I'll be right back.
So why don't we do a pee smoke break here?
Okay.
Because I wouldn't mind taking a rip.
All right, I'm going to step outside for a minute too then. And
working on it.
I'm going to drag my wife with me because she's going to be needed in the next few minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Nope, it's a good thing. Hey, I'm back.
What?
Okay, I think we're just waiting for Dave and Tash.
Yeah, I filled Miranda in, so she's good.
Cool.
Now, yeah. For now, I might as well just.
I got a question on something.
Go ahead.
When it comes to my double-bladed scimitar, was it because of my proficiency with that weapon? Because of which feat was it?
Wasn't it a weapon proficiency feat?
Yeah, weapon mastery. Beginning at some level, we choose a weapon you're proficient in. Which was the double-bladed scimitar. I understand that pertains to the superiority die. Did we ever decide whether or not that was going to be, because of it being my specialty weapon, something that was strength-based, or was it dexterity-based?
For it to be dexterity-based, you have to have the feat that allows you to take dex instead of strength, remember? Let me just take a look. I'll see if I can find that feat while we're...
Yeah, I don't remember that feat.
I like the fact that I love having the search engine, because it's like feats by name. Oh, looks like I have to refresh my Roll20. That's the one annoying thing. Every so often.
Okay, that's not what I got too.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Fix my name's not popping up.
Yeah, no, me neither. I thought it was my thing, but...
I did too, that's why I reset mine. Huh. Did you switch us back to the main map?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I was about to say, wow, my shit really fucked up.
Yeah, I'll put you back to... I'll put you guys back to the camp, because you guys were about to leave there. A weapon finesse was the feat that it used to be called.
Yeah, weapon finesse allows you to use your dex for attack rolls and damages, ranged attacks like bows. Also use your dex. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one. I was looking for it. You found it?
I just googled it.
Yeah. Your double-bladed scimitar is a finesse weapon. That's what allows it to be used as a... Because the scimitar is a finesse weapon, and there's no reason why the double-bladed scimitar would also not be a finesse weapon. So that's what allows you. You don't need a feat. It actually is part of what the weapon is. That's why you don't have the feat. We good?
So, does that classify my dex or strength still?
When you're using that weapon,
Yeah.
you can use your dex.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a finesse weapon. But if you pick up any other weapon that isn't a finesse weapon, no, you can't. Because it's your choice. You can still use your attack if you prefer. But you have to use the same modifier for both.
Yeah, no, there's not much difference. I mean, there's a difference in modifier of 3 to 4. With my rolls, it's either a nat 1 or I hit. So.
So is Dave there?
Yeah, he's getting a drink real quick. What's the point of this hideous laughter thing? Like, why would you use this? Like, in what situation?
Why wouldn't you use hideous laughter?
Is that just a fun thing?
It's
Tasha's hideous laughter. Say we're fighting a big bad, and it falls into a spit of laughter because it failed the save DC. So now instead of being able to concentrate on attacking us, it's just laughing its fucking ass off.
Yeah, I read it wrong. I thought it said a tiny creature of your choice. I'm like, oh, so you're gonna let a squirrel go into a laughing fit? Big deal. I get it now. Yeah.
Or say like we're getting our asses kicked by a dragon's breath weapon, and now it's laughing so hard.
Or if you're really an asshole and your friend just got eaten by a monster and you decide to make it laugh so hard that it chews maniacally on him.
Oh boy.
But that's if you're playing a different type of campaign. Like evil. But yeah, basically don't forget a creature that's bowling over in laughter, it's gonna be, you're gonna get advantage attacks on it.
I would assume.
Because it can't really control itself. So
all right, are we all here?
Yep, I think so.
Yep.
So you guys wake up in the morning and start heading out from your lovely campsite, eating your well-prepared breakfast.
How far are we away from the town now?
You'll be there just after lunch.
Just meat.
Eat and the undead horses will follow you in tow. Now, who are you guys doing? How are you guys doing it? Are you just gonna walk up to town?
To town, like back to town, like the place we
can get there just in the early afternoon.
Yep, just shortly after lunch.
All right,
that's where all our shit is.
That's where all your gold and diamonds and treasure and all the loot you've stolen from the island.
All right, let's.
Except for the vampire child, it's still in a chest up.
Yeah, that's
God.
Didn't we hide that in a chest in a tree trunk somewhere?
I thought we buried it.
It's in the woods, buried.
Yeah, we buried it in a specific location.
Poor thing. It's gonna be insane when it gets out there.
Man,
can you imagine if it's there for 100 years, buried in a box in the fucking ground?
Well, I say we go put it out of its misery.
Anyways, but you guys are continuing.
I mean, we kept it as a bargaining chip to begin with.
Yeah. Do you guys just head straight to town?
Yeah, I think so. That's my vote.
Who's leading the way?
The orc.
I was gonna say I could stealth and try and scout ahead.
Yeah, well, I'll tank anything that comes up ahead of us.
So
what's the way out?
Not you, Allura, roll yourself.
And plus, oh wow,
I'm stealthed for 8 years.
Plus, I can't be surprised. So,
all right. So with the Rax leading the way, you guys have lost complete track of Allura. The only reason that you guys know she's still watching out for stuff is every once in a while she'll whistle to give you guys a heads up, and it's never from where you expect it. So while you're going ahead of everybody else, Laura, you notice in the distance of the town as you're approaching a mass exodus. There are guards leading people out of town. There's a zombie hordes coming in from the south end of town. Some seem to have already made it. Some are still in the woods, and there's fires everywhere as you look on.
Okay, do I have like specific whistles to alert my crew of this, or
you rolled enough stealth that you're able to leave like messages exactly where they will pass without breaking your stealth? So you appraise them that way. So everybody roll your perception.
You guys better see these messages.
Roll all at once.
Rumliel points them out right away. He goes, what? As he almost steps on one of them, but Rumliel's like, no, dude.
I go just normal walking, nearly scuff it, and I just get tripped over it.
Rax finds them easily enough too. So you guys are updated. Like the town's been overrun by undead. It's in ruins. Are you going to wait for them, or do you want to try to head into town through one of the edges?
I'd like to try that, yeah. But wait, I just so the last time we were in that town, like these guards that are leading people out, I mean, they're obviously trying to save the people in there. The last time we were in that town, we were, because it's been so long, we were welcomed there, right? We didn't get run out because our shit's all there. I'm assuming we were welcomed.
Yes,
and
you guys haven't been run out of town.
Yeah, no, I'd like to.
We're so good.
Oh boy.
Yeah, with the message that was pointed out.
Nothing's seen you.
Okay.
You worked your way around the guards and everything, and you kind of and this is what you see in town.
Okay.
Miranda, roll a perception check at advantage. Good thing I'm in the same room and I can go point out stuff to her. So, your perception should be. Shows how long I haven't had a. Where the hell's the perception button? Where'd it go? Oh, you did it.
I was going to say, you didn't create her character as an NPC, did you?
No, I didn't. That would have been mean. Okay, so you do not see Allura sneak into town. Now, you reach into town, you see all of this. You hear the noise, the zombies. There's more than just zombies. You see a lich randomly in the mix. You see demons, vampires. Now, everybody, you guys are getting to the front of town, and there's a horde of people. How do you guys want to navigate through? Basically, everybody's leaving, you're going in. Do you want to just push your way through, or?
I'm still seeing the camp right now.
I know.
Oh. Yeah, man.
There's so many people in front of you, you're not even in town yet.
I kind of want to get to the nearest building and try to shimmy up a chimney to get to the roof, like a stone chimney with a little bit of grips to get up there.
You can roll an athletics check to try to get around. What about you, Rax?
I run in against the people running out. I charge through them. I don't try to hurt them or anything. Like I'm not fucking attacking.
You're just
them.
parting the sea.
Are you going to physically shove through, or are you going to intimidate?
Yeah, I will physically, intimidatedly. Okay, let's go with intimidating.
Yeah, then you have a reputation in this town, so you get to roll at advantage.
So good fucking scream.
Like, oh shit, it's Rex.
Advantage. What do you want? Intimidation?
Yeah. And how are you going to do it, Rem?
I'm just kind of quietly I'm following his lead. Like, you know when a car would follow like an ambulance? I'm kind of doing that. Like, he's kind of like the momentum, and I'm just kind of like supporting.
He's got his papers up. I'm with him.
He's like, got his hand on my back, and he's like, you know, like on my six, kind of the way FBI do it.
You with that intimidation role, you are partying. People are recognizing you. They remember the bar fights. They remember what happened if you stay in this guy's way, and nobody wants to get knocked out in one punch. So they're like, you're able to follow right behind him, Remliel. You're keeping Q with him because you're following him. Zeke, goes up to the building, starts climbing. You make it, but it takes you longer than it takes Rax to get through with his intimidation.
Well, at least with my height, I get decent sight advantage. I could, kind of let them know what's going on ahead.
Is there like a guard or anything directing people around?
No, actually, if you look right behind you, you're currently arguing with this guard that you just pushed past. Who's like, "Are you an idiot? You're supposed to be going that way."
I'm like, where are they coming from?
Before we continue with this,
yeah,
are you doing anything, Rose? They seem to be getting ready to go. Yeah, the group that you've been watching.
I think Miranda's muted.
Yeah, I don't think she's talking into her mic. She forgets to.
How do I spin my character physically, like 180?
Is she muted?
She must be.
No, it might not be your choice.
No, she's got the tag.
She's
got the tag, yeah. She should be able to talk. She must have mute on her own mic.
No, it's not activating.
Make sure she has permission to speak.
She does.
Dave's gonna bring her to general one.
Okay, she can
it
talk
works
in general.
There, yeah.
Hi. Hi.
There we go. Just need a little how's she going.
Okay, so you were saying, honey, because I couldn't hear you.
Okay, can't see anything on my map on my end, first of all.
If you look over, zoom out as much as you can. Keep going. There you are. So you can rotate yourself and look upwards. If you click on your figurine, you'll see a little point that you can grab right there, the blue point, and you can. What's the command to hold down to rotate your character?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Me too. For like 5 minutes.
You can click on that little square.
Oh, you can just turn it like that. You can just drag it within.
Oh, that little square around it. I see.
Because that's where his eyes are looking. So you can. That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay.
Right, so
well, now we know.
But there is a way. I remember there was a way to move your guy around.
Yes, there's a way to rotate the guy without having to do that.
But there was also a way to show your distance, like before walking.
Yeah, that was the thing. That was cool.
So I put you there so you can see what you're looking at. That's them. They're getting ready to move out. Don't
How much is the weight of the stuff?
Those carts are fully laden. I'd say if they could have used a fourth cart. Right now, they're not going to be able to go full speed because of it.
Okay, and the carts aren't important, based on what I've seen. Just the stuff inside.
In your opinion, yeah. Well, the carts would kind of be useful for getting the stuff out of there, but other than that, no. They did murder the innkeeper and his wife, and those are technically not their carts. They're also stealing those.
I conjure an earth elemental.
Okie dokie. So, I can get an active perception from everybody else.
Me too.
Yeah, everybody. And you get to move actually while this is happening. So
active perception. Where's that?
That's just your perception.
Distracted.
Oh. Normal.
Yeah, Remliel is not paying. He's paying attention to Dave arguing at the guard.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You've been able
I
to advance and sneak
could have
around.
been worse.
So don't worry about the monsters. They don't see you. You've been
Okay.
obviously able to do that. Like you're getting around. You hear. Well, you do actually hear, and nobody else. You hear a rumbling from the inn, like the ground shaking apart and cracking underneath it.
Okay, from my position, where is the inn again? Is it to the east of me? Like further over?
If you keep going straight, you'd get to the inn. Like it's a straight line.
Okay, yeah, that's I kind of remember now.
I just gotta find the right freaking one. Somebody decided to conjure up a freaking. That. Alrighty.
And then
Wait, why the hell did it do that? That's not what it's supposed to do. So I'm just gonna put this in a player's journal so that she can see what her thing can do.
I can
Now, you guys are back to your regular turn.
All right. Well, combat hasn't started yet.
Not for
has
you
it?
guys. You guys have just heard this weird ass sound and like shout. Like Zeke's noticed some mild shouting in the distance. Nothing out of the ordinary during a zombie attack. Allura though noticed like it's like suddenly there's like an earthquake happening at the end, towards the end.
Okay, where is the inn again?
So you guys can each move your movement. So you can move 6 squares.
and if I dash,
If you want to dash, but
yeah,
why
talk?
would you dash? Yes, you can.
Murderous bastards.
Are you going to shout it at the top of your lung type thing?
Yep.
Okay, so in that case, roll your performance.
$11.
That's not bad. Let me see on the perception rolls that we had earlier, because I'm going to base it off of that because, well, yes. Zeke, you hear that? Ramliel, you do not hear that. Allura, you definitely hear that. Rax, well, I guess you're just too busy arguing. Like with that guard, like I'm allowed through here. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know who I am?
Don't put words into my mouth. I'm not fucking arguing with the guard about that. I'm just asking them which direction they're fucking coming from.
The south.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. Point me towards the action.
Yeah, so you can now dash if you want and do double your movement to get. Definitely, all of you can now run with what's.
Okay,
what
I remember there was a way to drag and drop, and it would tell you the distance you were.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
if you look at the left-hand side,
There's a ruler somewhere.
yeah, it's a left. The ruler, it's halfway down. It's a little circle with a little thing sticking out the top right.
The snap to center.
Oh, there we go.
So
There,
what would
yeah.
you choose? Snap to center? How'd you do that? Show me. I have that select. Oh.
Yeah, so if you want to move 60 feet, that's a barricade you hit there.
Okay.
Those guards to the south of you are there's a barricade, so you'd have to take that apart to get through.
What's the thing it's called? In the top left corner?
On the left-hand side, there's a bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the bar.
In the middle of it, there's one that's a circle with a little ruler and snap to
I see it.
center.
I got it.
Yeah, you
Cool.
click on snap to center and you have it on show to others. And you can just say like technically at 60 feet you can run to there. With the Dave.
Yeah,
Wait,
but that's
go
using
60
your action and your movement because it's a dash.
So Zeke, you're all the way over there because you came in.
All right,
In the
I want
back,
to.
a little further back. So
I got my.
Make sure I can
Yeah.
keep up with you too.
Can I? We're going south, right?
You're
yeah,
attacking?
if you want to get through that wall, this barricade here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this
Gonna-
barricade right there.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take it apart, and that's gonna take you
Can I
at
not
least.
leap over it?
No, it's almost as high as the roofs.
Oh,
They
okay.
piled a lot of shit up there.
I see. All right.
Good thing I'm up on the roof, huh?
Yeah, you're on the edge of the roof, and you can actually use the barricades to get across. It'll be an athletics check though.
Yeah.
I have no idea where Allura is.
Can you see if there's a path through, Zeke? Where can we get through that it's not barricaded?
So Zeke shouts back. Rax shouts back to you. You can make it to. Oops, sorry.
All right. Yeah, it had me blocked off. Well, now it's got everywhere else blocked off. Son of a bitch.
You can make it.
So,
It's you. What you go 35 feet, right? Your speed
30.
30. So you can make it
So I
here
could probably, yeah.
to the edge of the other barricade. So from there, you can answer back, "No, can't see shit."
Yeah, I'm just gonna, no, but
The road is clear up ahead. Though. And the inn is at the end of this road.
All right. We're not in combat, so I can move my guy around, right?
I'm restricting you guys to your movement. You are in churn base. You're just not in a
Okay.
combat situation.
So whose turn is it right now to move?
Right now it's Rax is moving. I think.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
gonna
Well, Zeke already moved.
I'm gonna go right there.
what can I do? I mean, if you come over to me, I can, hold on to my whip, and
I shout
you
down.
can use that to help climb up.
I shout down the road to Rem. I'm like, it's clear this way. We can flank them.
Okay. Yeah, and you have 20 more feet of movement if you want to run. Oh no, you move 40 feet, right, Dev?
Yeah, 40 feet.
Yeah. So you can, if you want to run and use your action as a movement, you can move another 40 feet.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be walking.
Yeah,
jogging.
that's what I'm saying. You can keep going fucking fast.
Okay, so that was 40, and then we'll go here. Whoops. Here and here. So, basically right here.
Okay. So if you see off in the cracks in this direction among the rubble, you can
Yeah.
barely see through there. Like there's like cracks. Well,
Okay.
you can see a cart laden with familiar goods. Hey, so now it's Remliel. Where do you move?
I go as far as I can follow in Rax's tracks. So I think I'm at 35 feet or something. How do I tell?
So you'll make
up at the top, right next to your
Yeah. Okay.
initiative is your speed.
Okie doke.
Sorry.
Anyways, yeah,
30.
and now Allura.
All right, I'm going to use that second story work, and I'm going to move to this ceiling here.
Yeah, roll an athletics check.
I shouldn't have to.
No, you can.
Oh,
You're at advantage because of your small size and what.
well,
You're
no,
there.
but the second story work, it's I gain the ability to climb faster than normal climbing. No longer costs you extra movement. Oh, it's just in case I fall. You mean?
Exactly, you are going over a bunch
Gotcha.
of undead.
Athletics, you say? Where the fuck? Right?
Yeah, but you have advantage at it because you have.
Oh,
that.
this is
By
not
the
really
way,
good.
John, I just want to make sure that we know something for my turn. I obviously ran this way. These are zombies in front of me, right?
Zombies, skeletons. There's a
So
demon there.
as I was charging towards them because I was running top speed, I activated rage already.
You don't want to go the other way?
Me?
Okay, well, you keep doing your movement. When you reached here,
Mm-hmm.
you saw your ill-gotten
Over here.
your loot on a cart.
Oh, okay.
It's on a cart.
Okay, well, in that case, I wouldn't go where I was. I would have gone here.
Yeah, that's difficult terrain to get over, but I'll get you through it next round.
Okay.
Now, Allura?
Yeah. I want to go to this
So you
rooftop.
Yeah, you made it up. You didn't do it pretty, but you made it up. So you're on the rooftop. I'm just going to put you there so you can do your movement.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And do you want to keep going, or are you going to stop there? From there, you can see over the rubble, and you see people have loaded up your loot and are currently in this surprised state as this huge pile of rocks is looking very angrily at them. And this lady in the back was the one who screamed out.
Okay, do I have any? I wonder what this would be considered if I was to take a pebble or something maybe a bit larger to get the attention of all this shit underneath me and throw it behind me to the west, get their attention.
Well, they go after Rax and Remliel first, but after they're done eating them, they continue.
No, not this way.
Oh,
there's
this
zombies.
This way.
You'd have to make enough attention noise to lead them away from the line of food over there.
Why, do they see them already?
That's why the barricades were put up. The undead were coming in. If there are vampires, liches.
Okay, but you see all this shit that's around me, right? Like at this intersection here, this intersection here.
In that intersection alone, there's 4 zombies, 3 skeletons, a vampire lord, and an ogre that smashed a statue behind you, a ghoul.
And they're currently looking at Rax and Remliel.
No.
That's why I'm saying, they're not really focusing on them yet at all. Can I take something and throw it back this way?
No, well, you could, but right now they're not even focused. So you could divert their attention, but you might bring attention to them while you're diverting. You know what I mean?
All right. And I can't move anymore, can I?
Yeah, you can move your movement if you want to sacrifice your action for movement.
Okay, can I jump to this roof?
Yeah, your athletics would allow it. It's not a far roof.
Am I at advantage still?
You don't have to roll it. What you got allows you to continue on your movement. It's good for your turn.
So I can just be like, boop, boop.
Yeah, and go another 45 there, your movement.
Oh my god, how much is 45? Fuck. I should have used the ruler.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Well, you can jump down. You can get to the edge of this one.
Okay, I'll do that. I want to be on the edge, but I want to be up.
Yeah.
And I'm still stealth, right?
Yeah, well, up to date, yes, because you haven't done anything to really break your stealth. You haven't failed.
Perfect. That's my shit.
And to your knowledge, they haven't seen you.
To my knowledge. What the hell? That was a 33, Sean.
I know. Roll your perception. And
all right.
Rose, roll your perception. At advantage for Rose. Yeah, normal for you.
Okay.
At what?
Advantage for you. So when you roll at advantage, you'll notice at the top of your sheet you have these things: advantage, normal, and disadvantage. You put advantage and you roll your perception.
Yeah, I didn't hear what type you wanted. I just heard normal.
So you got you notice. You don't notice, but you notice this guy hiding out on the roof. Allura. Rose, you have not seen him.
Do you ping that again? I don't know what I'm looking at here. I'm looking around.
Right here.
I'm not seeing that. It's all black.
Okay.
Pinging somewhere.
Give me 1 sec. I will give you a quick look. Because you're seeing over roofs. Do you see it now?
This whole section right here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see it.
That guy, you see him, but they don't.
Gotcha.
You'll have to run across to be able to get a clear shot. But
get a clear shot, okay. All right.
Okay, so now you know exactly what's going on, you and Rax. Remliel is still in the dark, so is Zeke. Rose, what do you have the elemental do? You summon them, he gets to act. Surprise attack, so they are completely thrown off.
Which one looks like it's the... What are they?
Well, roll your investigation at advantage because you've been in town keeping an eye on these guys for a little bit.
Come on, did I just... community.
Nice. So, from what you were able to gather, not the best amount of stuff. They're definitely not good people. Like you witnessed them commit murder 3 times while everything hadn't even happened yet. The people that they're about to steal from, you've noticed seem to be still pretty decent people. A little aggressive, not too bright all the time, but at least they're good people and they don't really deserve to get robbed blind while they're out and about saving the world.
Okay, but do I see what type of weapons they hold? Like, it should be obvious whether they're...
What you're able to gather is that one of them's a warlock, one of them's a ranger, the one that was on the roof. The warlock is this one here. One of them's a fighter. That's this guy way over here. He's the one you worry about the most because he could probably crush you in one blow. Physically, that is.
Yeah.
Now, the other 2, you weren't able to ascertain what they do exactly. They kept more to themselves and weren't quite as obvious in their skills. But you do know that one of them seems really sneaky. And he's a gnome. You're assuming that he's either a bard or a rogue. You just haven't seen him cast, but you're not sure yet. And that's the little guy here. And the last of our friends is a fellow tiefling, and from what you can tell, he is a caster of some kind. You're assuming he is a bard because he always carries around a stupid lute with him. So this is your caster here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have fighters, rangers, a bard, and what do you think is a bard, and then what do you think is a bard or a rogue?
Okay, and how many actions can I take? Like, can I tell him, does he have his own action?
You already used your main action to cast that spell, so you can't cast another spell. You can still move, and you can still use a bonus action. Your elemental has its actions. It can do whatever you tell it to do. I linked you a little thing there, so to show you what it can do. It can move 30 feet. It can go underground and move 30 feet. It makes 2 slam attacks. It's bludgeoning damage. It's got reach. It's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magic. No.
Dear friend, go under and cause a tremor.
So he slides underneath?
Stop these miscreants.
So who do you want him to attack?
The fighter.
So, he's got the movement. He slides under the ground and pops out in front of that warrior, surrounded by everybody else. As his first attack. Oh, I forgot one thing. He's got advantage. As his first attack and then a second attack. It didn't even do it, did it?
Nope.
There you go. First attack. 24 on the fighter. Hits. Perfect. And the second attack. second attack. There you go. That's way one attack too many. 25, so 22 damage as the fighter is taken by surprise. So you definitely did surprise the crap out of them.
Do I notice Allura yet?
No, she's really stealthy. Like really stealthy. You've noticed you've heard the other ones in the background, but you can't tell if it's them or not. Now it's going to be a new round. You guys are actually in a range to be able to do combat, so we're going to do initiative. And let me see if I want to get out the initiative tracker thing.
Oh.
Perfect. Rax rolled, Remliel rolled.
No, I didn't.
No? Okay, well, 1 second while I take you guys off of here so that you guys can roll. Okay, go ahead.
We got to restart the roll?
No, wait. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't put it in. I hate this thing. I'm just going to use my regular system I use. It's a lot more efficient.
So keep the roll I have.
Yeah, I'm keeping the roll you guys have.
Okay.
Wait, what's my thing?
Did you roll initiative?
No.
Not yet.
Roll initiative.
Wow.
Okay, what's your dexterity score?
18.
Okay, her and I have the exact same. How do you want to handle tiebreaker?
Each of you roll a d20, whoever gets higher.
Okay.
Nat 20, man.
Of course, I roll nat 20.
If she would get one too.
No, you get to go before her.
Yeah, but I roll nat 20s on bullshit.
It's as if you had
those rolls, Zeke.
I know, right?
At least you didn't get a 1.
No, I'll get that on the tax.
And Rax, what did you get? 14. All right, now for me, sorry. Normal. I'm not going to make it do it forever, so there you go. I'm going to be at that. So I'm going to be going first, apparently. And then it's Allura, and then it's Rax, then it's Zeke, then it's Rose, then it's Remliel taking up the rear. Good old Remliel.
I prefer actually to go last because then I could see all the shit that went down and then repair it.
Yeah. So the warrior is going to take swipes at the elemental that just freaking appeared in front of him. Not liking the fact that he has an elemental in front of him. I do not have advantage or anything like that. And let me see, do I actually hit an elemental? Yes, I do.
Who did you swing at? I'm sorry, Colin called me real quick.
I'm attacking the earth elemental.
Gotcha.
I just hit it for 8. And he has multiple attacks, so he's going to do his second attack with his greatsword. And he misses with his second attack. He will use his bonus action. Disengage. Now, the little guy here is going to go next. No, that's not him.
I'm not even sure what I'm facing here. Like, I'm in combat?
No, it's because you can just see through a crack that they are going through. You're going to be able to move. You're going to roll an athletics check at your turn to go through to be able to get through the rubble to just go over it. They are not seeing you coming, by the way. Sorry.
Whose
No,
turn? it's
he's
still your
going
turn.
to he's going to actually jump back and go here. And he's going to attempt to fade into the background. Now, okay. Next, the archer is going to take a pot shot at the elemental that's right next to him because that's just scaring the fucking crap out of him. And he screams out, "I hate fucking fighting these stupid things!" And he throws a javelin straight at it, missing completely. And lastly, the tiefling's gonna look over and go, "You're the problem here," as he points towards you, Rose. You gotta love it when one of the characters gets into a fight with everybody first, or anybody else is there. Actually, kind of notice his face looks demonic as he just seems to stretch impossibly, looking at you, screaming, "Get out!"
Jesus!
Me?
Yes. Can you do a wisdom save, please? Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom.
Yes. It's how wise you are. Without advantage.
What?
Without advantage. You have advantage still on your character sheet. So everything you click right now rolls at advantage.
Oh. Fuck you.
Well, not my fault. Nine, you fail. So right now, he is scaring the shit out of you. At your action, you have to do something to get away from him. The other one's going to actually start laughing at you, going like, "Classic Edry." And well, it's now you guys. Starting out with Allura.
Allura.
All right, so I have no fucking idea what's going on. I'm gonna scurry over to the other side of this roof to about here.
Okay, you notice below you there's a small gnome hiding in the rocks. He's doing a half decent job, but
is that there?
No.
Or no, right here.
Right there.
Okay, gotcha.
And you notice that you saw him cast at her, and their attention is quite thoroughly either on the elemental or that weird dark-skinned lady down there.
Which one's the elemental? Is that this thing right here?
Yeah, that big ass rock.
All right, okay. Now here's the thing. We don't know Rose.
Nope, not at all. She's just this lady who seems to be picking a fight with these people who have loaded all of your goods onto the carts and seem to be they were about to leave if it wasn't for her getting in the way.
And this gnome attacked her, right? This gnome right here?
The one that's below you, he kind of scurried off and hid. So you recognize the tactic. He's obviously a rogue.
All right, but I can see him.
Yeah, because he didn't do that well.
All right. Well, I'm gonna kill him.
That's direct. So you're gonna drop down?
I'm not dropping down. I'm gonna. Oh, I gotta be careful about this because I want to be able to disengage. Because if I disengage, considering where I'm at, because I'm up high,
you are 10 feet above him.
Yeah. So if I'm able to disengage at the end using that as my bonus, I can disengage over the other side of the rooftop, so I can't get.
You're not. The rest of these guys. You're not in reach right now.
Okay, let's say I didn't disengage. I attacked him, and then I threw my dagger at him, hopefully killing him. I'm not sure how tough this little fucker is, but and then I can't disengage. I'm kind of just sitting there on the rooftop. I'll be able to be attacked by these guys, right? If I get their attention.
If they even notice you.
Okay, cool. We'll attack them. We're going in.
Well, you're at advantage because you're from stealth.
Oh yes. All right, so I'm going to do that. Now, am I still a sneak attack because of the fact that he probably didn't know where that came from? Maybe at
He has no clue
or-
you're there. You get your sneak attack. You totally have your sneak attack.
All right, there we go. Oh, I didn't roll any of those with my sneak attack. Can we?
Yeah, I
just
was gonna
remove
say
those?
you want to restart and roll it with your sneak attack.
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
I'm just
Dave,
kidding.
kiss my ass. I'm rolling
Dave.
again. Here we go. Sorry about that. There we go.
A lot of
Now-
ones, but that's a crit.
There's a
Yeah.
crit in there.
Can I do my vicious dagger like as my bonus with sneak attack also, since it's like kind of like really quick and I'm up height advantage and no one knows I'm there?
You don't get sneak attack on your. You only get sneak attack on your main attack.
Oh, okay, I'll take that off.
Yeah.
So you want to keep my other vicious dagger
Well,
one then?
you got-
No
you
point
gotta-
re-rolling it.
Well, you got a crit with the short bow, and I'll keep the other vicious dagger, and the other vicious dagger being at 21 hits also. So those are both hits. Now, so from above, you shoot down and completely break his stealth. He actually stumbles a few feet further this way. Rax, you know exactly that there's somebody right there.
Right here?
Right where I'm pinging. Yeah, you know there's
Okay.
somebody there. You like it was obvious. There's been a scream of pain.
Okay, so for my...
Hang on.
Yeah, he does not die from that.
Oh, he doesn't die, right? And there's
No,
nothing.
it's not an
now-
outright kill.
Did I take a movement before doing that? Yeah, I did. Fuck. All right.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck there now.
Just cut
Just let you know,
something.
you just did 51 damage to him.
Is this good?
Now, this guy here is now looking at you.
Sorry, I see a bunch of Dave's stuff. Which guy?
Somewhere down here.
Oh, down. Okay, all right. He's
This
looking
guy
at me
here.
up there. All right.
The other ones didn't quite notice you. And it's no longer his turn, so we can't point you out yet. Next. After Allura, we are looking at Rax.
Rex.
All right, so what I'm going to do for my movement is I'm going to take my guy. I'm going to run forward. Can I run around this rebel here?
It's a strength-based athletics check because you're just running through it.
You're
So
gonna
you do
Kool-Aid
get-
Man it.
So you do get advantage on it.
Okie dokie. Give me a second. Strength, athletics with advantage. Boom.
You can treat it as regular terrain, so you are able to get right up next to this poor defenseless little guy.
All right.
Who is
And
killing you. You have
Now-
advantage because it's a surprise attack. He did not know you were coming through.
Finish him.
now earlier when I said I activated rage, did you
Last
take that
round?
into account? No,
Yeah, you rage
this-
last. If you do not attack this round or get attacked, your rage will break.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, no, I'm gonna lop his fucking head off. That's what I'm
because
gonna do.
right now you're raging. So if you don't hit somebody soon, you're gonna calm down.
Yeah, I know. All right. So swing.
So that's a hit with the 20, that's for sure. And the 25 is also a hit, obviously. So
16 plus 19.
You're not gonna bonus action scimitar.
Oh shit, that's right.
Dizzy. Maybe he's already dead though. Can we save that bonus action for something else?
No, I wouldn't be able to move after.
Yeah.
I might as well use it.
Can
Yeah.
you throw that scimitar? I guess you'd have to go retrieve it. Never mind.
Raging
he is
scimitar.
now bloody. Well, he's right next to him, so he's literally like He comes in raging and bursting through the rocks. He slams down with his axe, shoves it in a little deeper for good measure, and then right when he's there, pulls out his scimitar and just swipes up from his gut. And unfortunately, as you go to swipe up, you just get right across the armor and don't quite get him.
This little fucker's tough.
But he is bloodied now. Like, he's fucking, like, bleeding from this shit. He's like, oh.
Wait, I did, 51 or 55 damage to him, and he's still alive after all that? Oh, my God.
Good. They're a little tougher.
So 51.
Yeah, man.
16, 60.
Okay, so after that, after Rax's little display of love and tenderness, it goes on to
yep, myself. So I'm just trying to get to the other side since I'm up on the rooftop. It's blocked off right here for me. I'm just trying to get to the other side of the roof over here.
Yes.
So that would be 5, 10. Yeah, it was right up here, so that's 5, 10. Oh, shit. Come on, fucker. Why is this blocked right here? Just trying to see. Oh, God damn it. Everything's black.
Just go there.
Okay.
And line yourself. You're at 15, I believe, in your count.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that puts me right at 30 feet of movement.
That corner?
So, from up here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, from there, yes. Are you going to move again? You do see over the rubble that your stuff is being stolen by all this, and there is a fight going on.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. I'll put you back now.
So,
the weapon shop's been destroyed.
Yeah, no, I see that. Now, since we can drink a potion on a bonus action,
yeah.
Instead of drinking something, could I kind of toss something up into the air as my bonus? Okay, basically what I want to do is I want to toss my vial of oil up into the air over top of these fuckers. Because I want to target it.
Like, yeah, you could throw it. You're not throwing it. You're not trying to damage anything. You're just tossing it in the general area.
And then I want to cast Firebolt at the vial of oil.
You guys are trying to start a fight?
I've been back there, man. There's a lot going on back there, Zeke. I don't know, man.
Okay, so you toss a vial of oil in the air.
He's like, all right, let's do it.
No.
I thought you were trying to create a distraction. I mean, they're going to hear combat that way.
Nobody's done anything too loud up to date. The loudest thing there was a rumbling of earth. But you're right. If people start launching lightning and like pyrotechnics, it's going to get loud.
Well, it's either... I mean, I could throw it over this way. Try to distract everything this way.
Yeah, you could. So you're going to light that area on fire?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically. I want to light this area on fire.
Fair enough. So you already did your movement. You have your action and bonus action left, right?
Wait.
Yeah, that was my action and bonus action, was tossing the vial up in the air. And then
he's been doing shit.
Casting Firebolt at it.
Roll to hit.
Just need a D20.
Yeah. It's your attack with a firebolt, right? So it's your spell check, your attack roll, normally based off of your modifier for your class, which is that from sorcerer or what?
So that would be this right here. I actually made sure I had an attack for it.
It's either charisma or something like that, depending on your. Well, your fireball's not very powerful, obviously, but igniting something in the air, it was accurate. So this area does go up in flames, which does get a lot of things' attention, especially the undead.
What about us?
And you hear from somewhere further down, all of you hear this, and you're not sure exactly what caused it. But
Well, that makes sense. But since I'm elevated, would I notice something? Would I notice that happening? Or okay, that's fucked up. I don't like that. No.
you hear that from the background.
Perfect.
So
I always wanted to pee my pants.
I didn't hear nothing.
After Zeke, it's Rose.
What about Danny?
Well,
He never took his turn.
Danny's last.
Danny's last.
Yeah. So Rose,
Oh, but-
you do have you get to roll your
Right,
wisdom
sorry.
save again to see if you break the fear. You get that at the beginning of your turn.
At normal?
Yeah, you don't have any advantage or anything else. Nobody's buffed you or boosted you. Oh wait, as a drow, don't you get advantage against? You actually might get it racially,
Either way, I got 25.
but 25 is enough. So you do come back to your senses, and you're shaken, but you lost your movement, but you've got your action and your bonus action left.
It's like, damn, you got an ugly face.
Yeah, like that. For a minute, that freaked you out there. That was definitely demonic. Now, your elemental is going to continue smashing on the orc unless you tell him otherwise.
All right, continue with your turn. I gotta go take a leak.
You go and take a leak.
You want to change shape so much? Fine. Polymorph. Sorry, polymorph.
Seriously? On who? On
The tiefling.
oh,
He's gonna become a nice little butterfly.
Well, I hope not. That's kind of screwed. Okay, so what's my
DC, but what is it?
Yeah, I'm looking at its wisdom, and I'm gonna just open up your character sheet real quick so I can take a look at what your. So on your sheet, Rose, you have this thing called your spell DC.
Yeah, it also says it at the bottom in the chat. 16.
Oh, cool! Hey, that's an improvement from what it used to be. So 16 is what I gotta beat. Dum dum dum. Oh, for fuck's sake! So this epic tiefling in front of fucking Christ, in front of you from Rax and Allura starts shrinking against its will, so it does not look pleasant. Its arm goes out and then it gets sucked back into this little twig-like thing. These beautiful, colorful orange wings appear in its back, and you swear you hear, "I will not," as a butterfly floats now above where this guy was. Oh my! So its physical stats are gone, and it can speak, and you hear a line of. Anybody know Infernal?
I do.
Anybody that
Naturally.
can hear swearing? This thing is still as intelligent as it was, and it's pissed.
I say, I know Celestial. Do I understand infernal curses?
Well, you've heard them before, so you're pretty sure you know what it's a curse, but you don't know what it means.
I can't speak in French. I can understand any language due to my drow racial ability. I believe.
Yeah, when you use the ability comprehend language. So right now you do not know what he's saying.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant
Oh.
the trait that I got.
So after that display, Remliel.
Okay. So, do I have any idea of like who's above me, like my character? Because obviously, like I do, but
You do, yes. You know who's above. Your teammates don't like do stuff without.
okay.
They're not trying to
Okay.
hide from you.
So I decide I'm gonna try my best to keep up with Rax.
So if
But
you
I
do
think
a
there's
dash,
some rebel there, right?
yeah, roll your athletics.
Okay. So I'm gonna switch over. Is that acrobatics or it's actually it says athletics? Oh, here it is.
And okay, so you have no problem making it to there or there, but you're out of movement and action. All you have is your bonus action left. Because you kind of like ran up to it, but you can catch up. There's this like half dead fucking gnome with like axes in it, and arrows sticking out his shoulder, blood's coming out like his ear and his eye at the same time.
Is that who's above
he's
me?
standing.
Is that Rax? Who's
That's
above
Rax
me?
and Allura.
Okay.
Allura's on the roof. Rax is on the ground, trying to take his axe out of this gnome that seems to be holding on by its ribs.
Is that okay? No, I don't think I'm.
That's
I
a
think
butterfly.
Yeah, I'm like okay. That's a nice little butterfly there.
Kill the butterfly.
Nobody.
Am I within range of hitting that thing? Because I'm only 5 feet away.
No, you don't. You don't have any actions left.
Oh,
You
nothing.
do a bonus action.
So what would, as a cleric, what would my bonus action consist of? Just so I know, like.
Well, say if you had if you took the feat shield bash, you could use your shield as a weapon.
Can I throw this mace that I don't really want anymore and pick it up later?
No, unfortunately not. But you could pop a potion.
Okay.
You could toss.
So I could shield bash though, right? How do I go about doing that? I think I'm gonna just.
You gotta take a feat.
You have to have the feat shield bash.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just gonna chill here. I'm just gonna observe and make sure everything's like, I'm looking.
You look at your cantrips and see if any of them have the casting speed of bonus action or instant. Yeah, the word instant or bonus action.
Would it say that like as I hit the eye thing, or
it'd be in the cantrips? Yeah, on your.
Yeah, so I'm looking at cantrips. I have like guidance, thaumaturgy, mending.
I believe guidance you can use as a.
Okay, so
you can use guidance, say on.
I'll Rax probably, right?
Yeah, on Rax and like
Yeah, I'll use it on Rax.
So you're encouraging him for his next.
Yeah, I hold out my hand and like I whisper a certain word, and I look towards Rax, and I cast guidance on him.
You can do it. You.
Just
and
real
then, really quiet, like just only Rax hears it.
Yep.
Okay, then it's my turn now. Well, the gnome is fucking panicking. He does not have advantage. His plan did not work out to what he wanted to have happen today. He's gonna disengage, and he's gonna ditch his friends. He says, "Screw this shit," and starts running.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't fucking think so, buddy. I'm going for him.
Tiny legs, man.
Okay. His big friend like growls and goes, "You fucking little twerp!" and just starts bashing more on. But now he seems more determined to bring death to this elemental that's in front of him. Which, unfortunately for Miranda, he like literally drops his greatsword, just midair, takes 2 axes out of his back and just starts wielding them hardcore right into that thing. And now he's going to go with great axes. His first attack, both are hits. And that's going to be 15 damage. Then he's going to action surge, attack again. And do another, holy shit, 36 damage. Your poor little elemental howls out in pain.
They have nerve endings.
Yeah, they do. They're actually living, breathing
Okay.
creatures. You have problems with that?
Well, I mean, he's a rock.
Yeah.
He's a living rock.
There's moss and shit that's all alive.
Slight problems,
Well,
but all right.
The poor butterfly is going to try to change its predicament by pure will.
I see you, Zeke. You're like, how the
Ha!
fuck can I get up there?
And it still
Oh, I know
cannot.
exactly how I can get over there.
It flaps its wings in frustration, and you swear it gives you the finger, Rose.
A little butterfly finger.
Now the other one next to him, while laughing, trying his best to hold it in, is like, I'll fix it, and casts polymorph on a willing target. And polymorphs him back to his original shape. That takes up both their actions, though, because unfortunately the other one did not get to. The archer, though, sees you as a threat and is going to take shots at you, Rose. For a second, he was going to take shots at you. He goes, I haven't been drow hunting in years. I think 25 hits you.
Yeah, no.
So
Definitely.
an arrow pierces through your shoulder. Takes 7 damage. And almost instantly following that arrow, another one hits right next to it. Take 9 damage.
Ouch.
You, he was so quick, you swore he shot once, but then he got hit, tatak, one right after the other. You notice that he raises his hand, and something seems to glow on his hand. Those
Detect
of you,
magic. I can do it at will.
yes, I was going to say if you want, you can roll your Arcana. Detect magic, you have advantage if you want to see what he's doing. You notice that he starts to prepare flame arrows.
It's flame arrows.
He looks at you with like dark eyes, like, I'm going to shut this bitch up. After that, it is now. Oops, wrong page. I believe it's back to Allura.
Hell yeah.
Your gnome friend is running away, fleeing.
No, he's gonna die. I can reach him from here, yeah?
Oh yeah, you can take a pot shot easily from here.
Now,
And
is he low health or?
He's bloodied. He's extremely bloodied. He's in very much pain.
Right.
You
Very much.
you
pain.
because of your height, you have advantage over him right now.
Perfect. Let's do this.
So you do get your sneak attack because he's.
Oh, I do get sneak. I didn't roll with sneak. Do I re-roll that? I didn't realize I was rolling with sneak.
Well, you missed, so you wouldn't have gotten the damage anyways.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
With
14
sneak?
is not enough to hit him.
Oh,
So your arrow, like he's running away, your arrow right between his legs. You can use your offhand if you want to try to.
well, I might as well.
You
Is
still
that
get
a sneak
advantage.
too? It's not a sneak though.
It's not sneak though, but you get advantage. You toss out your vicious dagger. It hurts, but not dead yet.
This little fucking gnome is the strongest little piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. Can he like
Leave
bleed
the
out
gnome
at
be.
least? No,
He is-
he's my enemy.
You did notice that he is fiddling with his pouch, trying to take something out of it. After that, it's going to be, I believe it's Rax.
I didn't click no
or is it
movement.
Zeke? Oh, you can move if you want. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Going over
Yeah.
here because I'm going on the edge of this part of the roof. It's this little fucker.
You're following him.
He is my mortal enemy at this point.
Okay, so those people at the bottom there that you see my arrow going to, they're trying to steal our shit, right?
Yes. Your
And
stuff has all been loaded up on the carts you paid for.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run. Whoops, I'm still got my fucking thing. I'm gonna run 10 feet, and then I'm gonna leap another 10 feet. Land here. That's my movement.
Yep, that'll work. If you want to do an athletic check, because it's laden with stuff, so there's a lot of. It's not like flat;
Right.
it's covered in shit. So I need you to roll an athletic check to make sure you got your balance.
Alrighty. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking Discord.
Good thing it rages.
Advantage because it's strength, and I
Yep.
got raging. So
Rose, what the
boom.
hell are you doing? Tentacles?
Not yet.
Whoa.
19.
You make it, no problem at all.
Wow, I
Okay.
didn't realize we were turning this into hentai.
Right? This is
All
not
right,
safe for
so
work,
I'm
boys.
gonna fucking smash this guy in the face 3 times.
Which guy?
This one.
The tiefling, the caster. You do get advantage against him because he is actually seethingly paying attention to the person ahead of him.
All right.
Like the first hit's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
There we go. So 15.
Those are all hits, and 2 of them are crits.
Okay, they're all hits. It's 15, 20.
Well, he got an advantage anyways because Remliel whispered some shit to him, right?
Oh, actually, the first one is not a hit.
15 is not a hit. Okay.
No, sorry. So
That's it.
okay, 22 plus 12, 30.
Yeah, he has guidance on him, right?
Don't forget the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. 37, 40 plus another 11. 51 damage total. I am going to roll myself a dex save because you are hitting him so hard he will fall off that thing if he is not careful. He's not enjoying this.
How do you be careful from a quick attack like that, though?
You have good dexterity, unlike him. See, 77. He is prone now.
Ouch.
He's prone technically under the carriage where you are.
I'm done. By the way, that was the end of my
Yeah,
turn.
I think that's enough. All right, so he's on the ground. After you, it is
Myself.
Zeke, and then Rose. So Zeke, go ahead. You just see Rax jump across, leap, slash, come back, slash down. Unfortunately, he hits the seat underneath the guy. Pull it up, dislodging the seat and throwing the guy back as he slices through his shin, or his thigh. Then he comes back with a scimitar and just catches him across the chest as he's falling down.
Okay. So, movement. This will put me at 30 feet.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go to this rooftop. Go over the gap there. So you're going to need athletics from me.
Yes, please.
And then I'm going to stealth.
Yeah, roll yourself.
And then I'm going to action surge. And do my movement with a dash, which will put me right here. So that will put me right there. And
Open up the view so you guys can see better.
you're going to need another athletics for me, I take it.
No, you can keep the first one. It was good enough to get you across both. It's good for the round.
So that covers everything I can do this round.
Yep, but at least you're now in the fight.
Yeah, it only cost me my action surge.
Yeah, but climbing the side of the building might not have been the best idea for you.
I mean, it may have helped with distraction, but
Yeah.
May being
now after you, it is Rose.
Actually, maybe because I had to go through that way, and the monsters were right there, and I just made a left turn hard as the distraction was going off.
They were pretty busy. Yeah. So Rose, what do you do?
Can I do 2 spells instead of movement?
No, unless you cast a cantrip and a cantrip.
Can I do spell movement?
You can cast and then move, or you can move and then cast. That's your choice. At least you're having players waste their high-level spells. They've had to polymorph their own teammate instead of one of the enemy. I really wanted to turn Dave into a gopher.
That would have been hilarious.
I mean, he already banished him once.
Came back with no pants on.
Yeah.
That's not my fault.
Coming in, dick swinging. What the fuck?
By the way, Dave is still naked. He's just covered in mud.
Wait, what do you mean he's naked?
I'm swinging.
Doesn't he have mithril?
Well,
Yes.
he's got yes, but it's not
So he's not
covering-
naked.
Yeah, but I'm not wearing any clothes underneath it.
He's wearing a shirt.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyways, Miranda, do you know what you're gonna do?
Is Dave still... Sorry, is... Rox... That's Dave's character, right?
Yeah, Rax. Yeah,
Still there.
he's on top of the wagon, standing in all his half-orc pride.
Annoying.
I don't know. His charisma's
Well, I
pretty
mean,
high.
if
He's
you're a
not
lesbian, I guess.
unattractive.
No, that's annoying because it prevents me from doing certain spells.
No, it doesn't. That's on your morality. Technically, you guys aren't friends yet. Fireballs, you don't do that to friends, but
Right, again, you saw my character sheet. It's annoying right now.
yeah.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
On which one?
Do you know what? Since I pissed off the Tiefling enough, him.
Okay, pick on the Tiefling day. He's you have disadvantage because he's prone.
What? I have disadvantage?
Yeah, he's harder to see from ranged. He's
Oh, I didn't know he was prone.
yeah, Rax and prone. If you target the other guy in front of Rax, he's not prone.
Do you want? I'm gonna target the other guy in front of Rex because he just threatened me and said drow hunting. Like that was a sport.
That was the guy on the roof.
Oh, guy on the roof.
Yeah.
Ooh, guy on the roof. I can do that. Phantasmal killer instead.
Okay, that's a little change of heart, but go ahead.
What? I don't risk a potential teammate.
I know.
Phantasmal killer. You'll need more than pitiful little
Okay.
bows.
Click on the wording of the spell, not just because it'll roll the damage and everything.
Yeah, you posted the descriptive link for it.
Yeah, so you're casting it at what level, and then submit. Perfect. You did it perfectly. All right, so it's gonna do a shit ton of psychic damage. Gotta love that shit.
Ha!
Dave, what the hell was that?
I don't know. I just clicked on show spell description.
Yeah, that happens from time to time.
Oh, that's weird, huh?
It's posting the link instead of the actual thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Why always wisdom? Fuck off. But so
Oh no.
the guy on the roof grabs his head. You know, he's looking everywhere. Like suddenly he's like, "What the fuck? No!" And he, becomes he's frightened from the duration, and he took 20 damage. Now I'm going to make him roll his dexterity to see if he falls off a roof.
He fell.
I know.
Does he break a leg and take more damage, or what's going on with that?
Well, yeah, he's going to take the 2d6 falling damage,
Okay,
and he's going to be prone.
Well, not by choice. He just can't fucking get up.
Well, actually, will he catch himself?
Whoa!
Yes, he's not prone.
Oh my god!
You shall not hunt me. I shall hunt you.
Of course, I had to roll 12 on fucking damage for 2d6. After Rose, it is Rumliel, and you've pissed off now 2 out of them.
Okay,
so
question.
Rumliel? There's a gnome running away.
Is the gnome north of me?
Yeah.
Okay, now, quick question. Like, I saw the gnome shooting arrows, but does my character see who, like, he was shooting at? Or no, is she around the corner?
He wasn't the one shooting the arrows.
Oh.
Wait, is my elemental still alive or dead?
Your elemental's fighting it out with the warrior.
So how's that going?
Is the dark elf in my view, or no?
The dark elf, yeah.
Because I'm just making sure that, like, it's not like because I do not see her at all, and I'm just making sure it's not. Oh, I'm like, sorry, I'm so zoomed in, I didn't realize I could. Okay, I got it.
You see her? She's all the way down there.
Okay. And the guy Rax was swinging at was just to my right of me, right? In the middle there?
That guy there.
Yeah, alright.
And this guy is the guy who fell off.
Okay, so...
And he's prone, so if you attack him, you get advantage.
Oh, wait, how do I ping?
You just hold down the left click.
That's the guy who fell off the roof?
He fell off the roof, he's not prone.
Oh,
Dave
okay.
beat the shit out of this guy and knocked him off the horse, made him prone.
And this is the guy up here that Allura's going after, or no? North?
This guy up here.
Yeah, okay.
Don't worry about him, man. I'm gonna take his ass out.
Yeah, so I take a gander left, and I try and see everything I can with Allura. I'm pretty sure she's in my view, and I just keep in mind that she's up there, But then I turn to the guy that Rax was attacking, and I just that would be an advantage, right? If I press up the angle correctly.
Dude, if you could
he's laying prone, so you can just smack the fuck out of him.
You're getting advantage no matter what.
When he lands on the ground.
Yeah.
So that would be advantage. Okay, so I'm just gonna basically swing the Avenger at him.
Yeah, so you run in with the Avenger swinging overhead,
nice
down.
Nice solid
well, we'll see if it's
lineup on my stance at least.
Looks pretty fucking solid to me.
Yeah, you crit and everything. You come running up, you swing down, you hit him like you crack off one of the horns on the tiefling's head.
Nice.
He is now bloodied.
I also look to my right, down the street, and I notice a figure, like a dark elf or something.
Yeah, and you see her pointing, casting different spells.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I'm kind of trying to put the pieces together because I got here kind of late. I'm trying to put the polymorph together with what happened there. So I'm kind of indifferent. I don't know if it's bad or good.
Not yet, but we will find out. So it's back to me now. So that tiefling on the ground, not having a good day.
The tiefling, that's this one, right?
Yeah, the poor fuck on the
and
ground.
This guy, who's that?
That's another tiefling.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
There's two. There's two
Never
tieflings.
trust them fucking tieflings.
That's racist. It's accurate, but it's still racist.
I resent that.
So I want an spell saves to see if you guys even notice him. Not spell saves, sorry, it's your insight checks, everybody.
Okay, I was gonna say not an
And
advantage.
you knew where he was,
So
it's
advantage.
to add advantage. Not for Zeke because you just got here and you're not sure. Neither for you, Allura, because you're a good distance away and you're concentrated on killing a cad.
Oh, okay.
So, but
That's
Rose, you
insight,
were
you
looking
said?
right at him. Yeah, Rose, you
What
were
about
looking
me?
right at him. You were at advantage for sure. You, Rose, and Rumliel get advantage rolls on your insight.
$14.
I saw a glitch in the Matrix.
So yeah,
Barely loses.
you know how like in the Predator where like when he goes in front of a light, you can kind of still tell he's there.
Yeah.
So for Rose and for Zeke, you can kind of still tell where he is. You can attack him at disadvantage.
Wait, we still need the roll from Remniel.
Yeah, I haven't gotten Rumliel's yet, but Rose and up to date Zeke, you guys.
Oh,
can
insight?
attack him.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Insight at advantage.
So when you guys attack, you'll be at disadvantage. Rax, you've lost track of him completely.
Who, this guy here?
No, this guy here. Rumliel, you were
This
able
guy
to.
who
Isn't that the guy that fell off the fucking...
Yeah,
Oh, okay, so he used a spell. All right, sorry.
yeah. He popped like literally like boop, and like Rumliel and Rose and Zeke, you're able to still keep track of him. But if you're gonna attack him, it's gonna be at disadvantage because he's now invisible. I'll give him a little ninja. Now the gnome, he's gonna keep running.
How is he running so much when he's that injured? Like he's got to have
He's
a
at- nope.
disadvantage.
He's actually dashing, and he's only getting that much movement out of it, and he has a movement of 40. His movement
Oh
is in
my
half.
god!
He's trying to get away. He's really, really trying to get away.
This fucking
He
little
doesn't want to die.
shit. He's a scout.
He's a fucking coward. Now, as for this fighter's actually going to try to work his way a little bit over, going over the pile of crap. It's not as easy as he thought it would be, but as Rax proved. But we're still going to get him to roll his athletics. He has no problem making it over that whatsoever. And by getting to there, yeah, he can get to here. He can attack Rax. So he keeping his eye on the other end with one sword. He just turns on Rax. Leave my friends alone. And by the way, this guy
You're trying to take our shit. We're not going to let you get away with that.
You murdered the innkeeper. You get what you deserve.
I only killed him a little. 25
No
to hit,
such thing.
I believe hits you.
You hear that, Rex?
Yep.
You murdered your wench.
He hit
Yeah, he did. The 17, I believe,
17
does not hit you. So his first swipe comes down. You hit for you're raging, so 7 damage. Hits you for 7 damage in the chest. He goes to do the same thing he did to his friend by poking it in, but you see it coming and back up a little bit, causing no damage. Now, unfortunately, that took care of his actions. Now, the archer lands
when
right
I
next
have
to you.
resistance to it, it means he only hits me for half the amount, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you only got 7 damage.
Yeah.
Now, all you see is the archer shoots, but this time you're going to have a little bit of fire with that. Not that you mind, right? You're fine with that.
Who, me? Yeah.
So the first one.
Wait. Who's attacking me? This guy?
This guy.
If you
I'm
attack
purple.
me point blank, you are attacking at disadvantage, by the way.
Yes, unless you have a ranger feat that literally compensates for that.
Okay.
Now, so he hits you with both hits, and I need to add on. As the arrows hit, you notice they burst into flames, causing an extra d6 of fire damage each.
Would have been nice to include that in your roll.
Well, take another 8 fire damage.
For
It's a spell that he adds. He's using from his, so it's kind of annoying. Yes,
okay,
4.
so I took 7, and then
No,
longbow, 2 longbow shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his skill allows him to shoot
6,
twice as an action.
15 plus 8. All right. 23 divided by 2.
Now, the guy in front of you
12 damage.
looks over at where his friend used to be going, "You could have taken us with you, you stupid twat. I should have left you as a butterfly."
Okay. Interesting.
And you're going to get a attack of opportunity on this because he's casting a spell right next to you. So go ahead and do your attack of opportunity, because if you do enough, if you break my concentration, I'm not going to even be able to get my spell off.
All right. I tackle him.
As long as it's a standard attack, and that
A
is
grapple, sorry.
Yeah, you can do a grapple as a normal attack.
Well, shoving my hand over his mouth. All right.
Makes sense. You actually managed to grapple. Let's see if I can manage my... And your hand goes over his mouth and he muffles the words, the spell fizzles.
And now I'm on top of him, right?
Well, yeah, you're like on each other, sort of thing there. After him, I believe that's my last one to go. Yes, okay, so now it is...
My turn.
Yes, Allura, are you going to try to finish the poor little guy? He's
fucking right I am. I'm going to jump down off this, and it shouldn't take me
roll your
any...
perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
Not an advantage?
Yeah. Because you've been... Okay, you don't... Yeah, continue.
Let me continue. Continue. Oh, fuck. Is that a chicken below me? What's going on? I don't know.
It is a chicken, yes.
Okay, good. I want to jump down off this, but it's not going to... I'm stuck on the ruler. It's not going to cost me nothing to do that.
No, it's not too high. Because of your ability, you're able to go up and down the climbing thing.
But I want to... Yeah. Oops.
And climbing down is not complicated.
Well, no. Sorry, I'm trying to get my little 25 feet. There we go. So I can go to that square.
You run up to him. Take out your hand crossbow.
There's no advantage, huh? I mean, he's on the run. Shouldn't I not
be
an
you have advantage. He's bloodied. He's using his action to run frantically. He's not... You're doing good against him. Don't worry.
Throw your dagger at him.
Why are you laughing? Is he not dead yet? Is he still bleeding out? Oh my fucking...
Throw your dagger at him.
I'm gonna throw my dagger at him, but he's still running though. So is it still an advantage?
It's not an advantage. You hit him right in the ankle. There's an arrow coming out his ankle, one out his shin. He's got one in his back. There's axe wounds bleeding across his chest.
Look, man, no witnesses. Okay, this little fucker. I am
broken from falling off the roof.
His eyeballs dislocated.
Jesus
Christ. He's not dead yet after that dagger hit, too?
The dagger hits him in the back of the head. No, he's behind a building. The dagger hits in the back of his head. His tongue gets pierced onto the ground. He's done.
This is the... Oh, he's dead?
Yeah, he's done.
Oh my God. We did it, boys! We did it!
Well,
Right.
he's not dead. He's technically he's at -2 health.
Well, can I run over and just fucking stomp on his face and loot his little
If you wanna
dumbass body?
if you want to finish him off, you can do that next round. But he's on the ground. He's technically unconscious.
I'll just sit here for a little bit and give him dirty looks as he dies.
He's bleeding out. Yes, cruel, savage woman.
I've succeeded.
So
If I see this, we may have issues.
Hey
Well, good
man,
thing
he's
she's
a
around the
witness,
corner.
guys. He's a witness. I
Yeah,
saved their fucking lives in future encounters. Come on.
So go ahead, Rax.
All right. I guess this guy right here. He's right in front of me. He's waiting to get smashed,
I mean,
and
don't
I'm
you?
going to give him a smashing.
Well, he's
Don't you have
he's
somebody
in your
grapple?
hand right now. He's in your hand right now. So you can either try to incapacitate him by doing a
Oh
strength
yeah,
check.
I try to fucking snap his neck.
So you're gonna go for straight damage. Okay, so
Yeah,
that doesn't
straight
attack.
brute strength.
Now you're raging.
Neck snap.
So you're raging. You still have advantage. You're still in your barbarian rage. So you start pulling your first attack. So you still get your 2 attacks, but you're not doing it with your
what do
weapon.
I roll? Strength twice or something?
It's an unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah.
But that's more like a punch, wouldn't it be?
No, because you're literally trying to break his neck. So you're twisting his neck against him, and he's gonna be pulling back.
Okay. So unarmed strike. I have it set up as punch.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
It's 1.
You crit, and I want you to re-roll a d6. No ones on your 20s. So just give me a d6 roll.
A d6.
Yeah.
So that's my 2. And there. That's very weak, though.
It's not the same type of damage. You're upping a Constitution save, and he actually as you're pulling against it, you hear a slight snap, and you notice that he's not fighting back. His eyes kind of roll over white.
Nice. All right.
He's not dead,
Okay.
but you could keep going and rip off his head if you wanted to. But right now he's unconscious.
Bonus action. I'm going to throw my scimitar at this guy's head. Well, actually, I'm still.
You can't see that guy.
I can't.
He's the one who turned invisible, and you lost track of him.
Okay. My bonus action. I'm going to drive my scimitar through his skull.
You can do a finishing if you want. You can do
Well,
a straight out
finishing.
kill and describe it the way you want because he's
All right.
at your mercy.
I just snap his fucking neck, and next thing you know it, my scimitar goes up under his chin and through the top of his head.
You clearly see this, by the way, Rose. So he grabs the guy and as you hear a snap, you see a blade come out the top. He drops a limp body to the ground.
Done. Next.
Next, I
I,
executed this guy. Next,
That was like oh, dude, that was a brutal
Maybe
kill.
these are not the heroes they seem to be.
don't forget that these guys are evil, and the person that he just killed was the one that is technically one of the worst.
Still so brutal.
Oh, very brutal. Now, after that very brutal demonstration, it's now Zeke's turn. So you just saw this, from where you are. Actually, you could see the poor Akkad being hunted down to death by Allura.
I'm just going to chuckle at that one.
And Rax snapping the guy's neck and just running and from your angle, you're seeing the guy's face. You saw the eyes go white. He was unconscious. Then the blade go out the top.
I guess Rax found a new game. Alrighty, so 30 feet of movement would put me right here. And is this guy up on top of the horse?
Yeah.
Do you need a roll for me getting down?
Nope.
No.
It's not a very high roof.
Yeah, I'm going to try to double grapple with my whips.
Go for it.
So, right
You
there.
jump forward, whips in hand.
One whip. And right there's a grapple with the other whip.
You succeed. Your whips go around him. He's like... You see the blood frosting at his eyes. He seems to grab onto the ends of your whips, and, well, that's the end of your action. Now it's after Zeke. Rose?
You ever read the description of a grapple of whip of submission?
I know.
And then upon damage, it leeches Lacaster's lowest level spell.
Yeah. This guy doesn't have a spell to really go out. He's a fighter. But Rose?
You missed a good kill.
Oh no, I seen it.
After this display of brutality, not undeserved, but still brutality, and definitely lack of mercy. What do you do? Rose?
Yeah, I'm still trying to think. Sorry.
I think I picked good mood music for this one, eh?
That's another thing down the street. It's like a crazy witch or something.
That's
this thing here.
The drow?
We gotta kill it?
Well, you can.
Considering that's the thing that's been helping us.
I first time I seen it.
Do I hear you guys?
No, they didn't say that.
Like,
in game.
are you guys threatening me actively in game?
No.
You hear nothing. You hear nothing.
No, you pick your action.
Okay, so wait a second. Who is this one?
The archer.
Yeah, the ranger.
Okay, so. Oh, okay. I didn't realize Miranda was all the way down the street.
Yeah.
I sent 2 fireballs, basically because they're my cantrips. So I fire bolt.
Okay, I was gonna say there's no way you get a fireball as a cantrip.
To the little fucker who wanted to hunt me.
Okay, this guy here. Roll
I
to
like
hit.
that. To the little fucker.
He's still alive, right?
Yeah.
This one here is dead.
Yes, he's just murdered. So you shoot the first one, it hits the building instead. Your second one, though, followed up from your left hand, as he starts to point and laugh at you, hits him square in the chin. Do you move?
Yeah, I'll get closer.
Right. You can move. You can tap up literally up to 6 times. You have a movement of 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're staying off to the side on the rubble?
Yep.
Roll your athletics. It's not sure footing.
But that's the sidewalk.
Yes, covered in rocks and rubble and building that fell over. So roll your athletics.
Why didn't you put rocks and rubble and stuff all over it?
There is.
If I doodle on that guy like drawing blood, can you guys see that? Or is it just for me?
I don't see
I think
Oh,
it's
he's
just for
got
you.
blood. No, I see the
Oh.
blood on that guy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I can
Okay.
see a little
That way
bit
we
of
can tell when people are killed.
So you're at half movement while on it. It doesn't even trip you up. It's just difficult terrain. So to get off that will cost you 10 movement instead of 5. But you're still good. You're done. That finishes your movement. So after Rose, it's Zeke. No,
it's,
sorry.
Danny.
Danny Remliel.
Danny.
So
Yep.
remember, the guy in front of you is invisible, so he's hard to hit. You're pretty sure you know where he is, though.
Yeah. Can I just give a nice, because I don't want to get in range of any of my people, can I just give a nice like swing through the air, just my best estimate of where I think he is?
Yeah, roll a disadvantage.
Oh, wait, sorry. I totally forgot that, we took some damage. I'm going to cure the wounds of Rax. Actually.
Oh, don't worry about me. I got.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take a swing then. Oh, disadvantage, right? Yeah.
That's still not bad. 16.
Son of a bitch. So yeah, you hit his armor class. All you hear is this crunch sound as this tiefling comes back out of, well, non-existence, and is still next to you, Rax.
He's showing now, right? Like he's appearing.
Oh yeah. You've completely broken his.
And the 14 is the armor class, right?
16.
No, that's 14 is the
14 is the
damage you just did.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's bloodied. He's hurt.
He probably got him right on the AC.
Yeah. You can tell, like, you didn't hit him like square. You got like the edge of his shoulder type thing.
All right.
Oh, you were about to go in heat.
Wait, what about your bonus action? Can you do anything?
My bonus action, I could guidance Zeke maybe, or no? Can you do cantrips multiple times? How does that work?
You can do the same cantrip multiple times.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw some guidance on Zeke here, because that's bonus, right? I can do
Yeah,
that.
it's one that you can actually do.
Bang.
So Zeke, you will get advantage on your next skill check or attack roll.
Advantage or an additional D4?
Guidance, I think, gives a D4, right? Or does it
D4,
give-
yeah.
Yeah, you get a D4.
So roll a D4, and that's how much you add to your next attack. Or check, depending on what you do. Because he has good advice for you, you know? Being last in the list, that means it comes back to me. The tiefling is fuming. There's blood coming out of his mouth. I will not go down this easily. He's going to try to do something again.
The blood.
Can you see? Did you see the little blood appear?
Yep.
So much fun.
He's going to look Rax dead in the eyes. I will not go easy. I curse thee. And he puts his hand on your foot. Wisdom throw?
Oh, and he gets guidance on that.
Yes.
Cool.
By luck.
So do I? Let's see here. Rage. You have advantage when you make. You have resistance to.
You have strength-based saving throws.
Well, yeah, but it's
Wait, one
wisdom.
sec.
So this would be just straight wisdom plus a D4.
Can I
Mm-hmm.
So I just roll. I click on
have-
wisdom.
dispel
Or is there a
magic
specific one that I have to click on?
with.
No,
my-
it has to be a wisdom saving throw.
And what was that, honey?
I have a
Oh,
dispel
fuck,
magic with
Wyatt.
my drow high magic,
Hold on.
and since I'm a mage, can I notice what he's doing, and can I dispel the
Roll
magic
your
right away?
Arcana. Roll your Arcana to see if you notice what he's doing. And Rax, re-roll that to give me 1 number, not 2.
Okay, you told me to roll Arcana.
No,
So I
I
did.
told
Roll.
Rose is
wisdom
rolling
save.
Arcana. You're rolling your Wisdom, not an advantage.
Wow.
Oh,
See,
wow.
Rax is good for everything that's muscle, but anything that has to do with
Intelligence or any sort of smarts?
Well, that's what you normally think, but you
That's
feel
straight smart.
this weird like withering in your muscles as your strength itself seems to be affected. So while cursed, you have disadvantage on all ability checks and saving throws made with strength.
so it
Um,
automatically goes from advantage to disadvantage, or does it normalize?
No matter what,
Normal.
it's disadvantage.
All right.
Does
Alright.
guidance have anything to do with helping his?
He rolled a 3.
Doesn't add any
And-
little.
Every turn, you have to roll your wisdom save. If
Okay.
you fail, you will do nothing.
I'm gonna say pretty much, Danny. You look at him, you're like, "Wow, man, you're a lost cause."
And well, I get a bunch of stuff against you. And you feel this seeping into your muscles. And every time you're gonna fail like a save, it's gonna get a little worse. So that probably finishes him. And then the archer is going to take advantage of that and look at you and go, well, I guess I could mount a half orc on my wall.
So, did I win my saving throw or not?
You actually can tell that he has cast a curse on him
What's the
Okay,
difficulty
can I
of the
dispel the
saving
magic?
on your turn. Sorry, Dave?
Sorry. What's the difficulty on the saving throw that I?
The
I
DC
don't-
from my guy is a 14. Sorry.
Yeesh. Okay.
It's not the worst. 17 does not hit, so the first arrow slams into you. Once again, bursting into flames. For an additional 2 damage. So you take 9 damage from it, divided by 2. You only take 4. As one of the arrows sinks into you.
So 4.
Now, the last guy, the warrior in the back, is looking around. You're all surrounding him. Reaches into his pocket, raises his hand, and slams it down at him. A cloud of smog begins billowing out from below his feet.
Okay, no checks to get out of being grappled.
It's not a grapple. He's not breaking your grapple. You still have him. You know where he is. You're the only person that currently knows where he is.
Oh, okay.
As a cloud of darkness
I'm gonna grab a drink. Continue.
billows out from below him. Now, because he didn't take the time to break out of the grapple, you know exactly where he is. And all he did was throw a vial down that started expanding this fog. Let's see if I can get a nice little effect for doing the fog. That should do it. So everybody but Zeke knows exactly. It does not know where he is. Zeke, you do know where he is.
Oh.
Because you're still holding on to him.
Yeah.
And after that, it falls to Allura.
All right. Has this guy bled out yet, or no?
No, he coughs up some more blood. He's not doing well, but he isn't dead yet.
Okay, I moved up a couple squares to him. Can I just like finish him without an action? Like he's bleeding out.
Yeah, he's incapacitated on the ground, just bleeding out. You can just take your knife and finish him off in whatever way you want to describe.
That does not take an action?
It'll take your action, yes, because that's you have to still do it.
I guess so. Alright, let's do it. I mean, do I really need to roll anything?
Check his loot too, don't forget.
So,
That's why I'm doing it.
roll sleight of hand.
Oh, hang on a sec. My character screen closed down for some reason. Where do you... Oh, I see it. Add advantage, disadvantage, normal.
Advantage, he's not really...
He's not going to complain.
Yeah. So, you walk up to him, reach down, he coughs, you slide your dagger under his chin, ending the coughing. As you look around, your dagger returns to your side, as it always does. And you notice a strange lump in his pocket. And you pull out that big-ass red gem.
Ooh.
Oh, that little shit. 500 gold worth. What the hell? Alright. That's it? That's all he's got on him?
Well, other than that, because you're taking the time to actually do it, you'll find 20 gold tucked away in his boot.
That's the lunch money gold.
Yes.
You see you pluck a strange ring off his finger. Quite pretty. It's going to be worth something at the least, and it might even be better. You don't know.
What about his clothing? Nothing else good on him?
Nothing special about his clothing, and it's all size for a gnome, so even for you, it's small.
Oh, yeah, you called me a gnome earlier. Okay, yeah, that's cool. All right. Now, that was a very small movement. I'd like to get back up onto this roof here. Oh, shit, I didn't even... Oops.
Because of your ability, you don't need to do a check for it?
No. But I can still move further down.
Mm-hmm. You have to up to 30 movement, I believe.
Let's just do that. Okay, so I can go all the way down to...
Hold shift before you let go.
Well, you've used up 10 feet of movement to get to where you are there, like about 15 feet, sorry. So you got another 15 feet of movement.
Well, wait.
Because you have to get up there.
No, I don't use any movement to get up.
No, but you went from there, then walk there, and then walk there, and then walk there.
Yeah, but that's 10 feet of movement.
That's 3 movement squares. Yeah, it's 10 feet, sorry. So you have 20 feet left.
20 feet. All right, give me a sec here. I'm just going to readjust this little thing.
Gotta hold shift for you.
No, that seems about right.
I can't move.
You're gonna have to go down now.
I got it, don't worry. There you go.
Okay. All right, perfect.
Go back.
Now, can I, I'm still technically on that rooftop, right?
Yeah, you haven't gotten
Can I disengage? That doesn't,
The big rock thingy does not even seem in any way aggressive to you. You know, you're not.
Yeah, but I want to see if I can just stealth up there instead of just being up there like, hey, I'm up here.
Well, you can try stealth next round, but you're out of actions.
Okay, so stealth is an action.
Yes. Bonus action
Gotcha.
for you, but...
Okay. So there's nothing else I can do here?
Yeah, so...
But I picked up that stuff. I didn't write it down.
20 gold and the big gem.
Shit, I'm gonna go...
This guy's still dead or alive?
That in Zeke's thing.
It's already in there.
Oh, thank you, Zeke. All right, we're good.
Roll fucking wisdom. Hold on.
So, Mr. Cursed, roll your wisdom save. You cough up blood, take 4 damage.
Zeke, oh, never mind.
Your muscles seem to be atrophying inside of you.
Alright. Can I still take an action?
Yeah.
Just at disadvantage?
Yeah, well, right now you're in this really dark fog. You can't even see anything, really. But you remember that there was a mage in front of you, and there was a ranger behind you, so you can attack them at disadvantage.
Yeah, I will.
Who are you attacking, the ranger or the mage?
The one that did this to me.
That's the warrior. So he's above you, and you can still attack him.
Where's the mage? Can you click on him?
Mage.
Yeah, that's who I
Ranger.
clicked on.
And this is the guy who did this. The guy who attacked you, yeah, who's been attacking you and cursing you, was him. Yes, absolutely. And him, you hit with your 15. And yeah, so you hit with all three of them actually, because 15 was your lowest. So that finishes him off, brings him down not to death, but he's at 0.
Okay.
After you, it is so all you hear, because you can't see it, is this bloody squishing sound as Rocky roars and tears through something successfully.
The sound of flesh ripping apart.
Oh, blood spattering. There's a little wetness that flies onto like Romeo-'s cheek.
Yay, I'm not the only one.
Go ahead, Zeke. So Zeke, you have advantage on the guy you're grappling with because you know exactly where he is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Oh yeah, no, I want to pretty much yank him down and then slam him into this chimney right here.
Okay, so that's going to be a contested strength because he's not going to want to let you do that.
Yeah.
So let's just do that.
And that's just a strength check?
Yeah, straight up strength check. He is not moving from there. So you're
I think both my whips are on you because I'm going to fucking try it again.
Yeah, he's stuck there. You're going to try it again?
Oh, fuck yeah.
He is fighting it. Oh, but now, so, like the first time you tug into it, you're like, damn, then you tug out the other one that was a little bit lower, so it unbalances his feet, and you manage to pull him out of there. So roll 1d8 bludgeoning for the wall itself, and add that to your to your strike with your whip.
Okay, so where's the whip?
Why is there a purple circle around Danny? Is that like a...
It's an aura he has that he glows for a certain amount.
Yeah, but what does that do?
It's his holy aura. It kind of like,
I can see in the dark too for up to a certain distance.
Yeah, like that, like it doesn't do much other than make him a flashlight.
But that's not very much for a flashlight when we can all...
No,
I mean, I can see...
It's a 5-foot aura, but things like a low-level undead recognize his power level from far.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of just like what clerics are. They're shiny.
Okay, so he's always going to have that pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe it was like a buff if you were real close to him.
Nope. He's just holy. So,
sorry, Zeke.
That's gonna work, yeah, and that's another 7 slashing. He's tough, so it doesn't seem to have brought him down quite yet. He's not bloodied yet, but he's actually gonna roll a dex check at disadvantage to see if he loses his footing. Yeah, he loses his footing. You've knocked him prone. So after Zeke...
Yeah, I'm just going to look at it. I better start talking or die.
It's Rose.
Alright, I'm gonna dispel magic.
Well, you got a couple of options now. There's a few things going on, but yeah. Dispel Magic works by it's going to actually take out spells. Like if you cast it on a person, it's going to cancel them out on the person. So who are you going to cast on? Because right now there's a big smog, and the archer you can kind of see. You can see Rax because he's on the edge of it.
Rax.
Now you're going to cast it on Rax. Go ahead, cast it.
I don't know how.
Click on Dispel Magic.
I can't.
What do
It's
you
part
mean?
of my Drow High Magic.
Oh, in the spell list, just click on Dispel Magic. It should be in your spell list. You're casting it as your racial ability,
Yes.
but it's still a Dispel Magic spell. Sec. Ah, there you go. You did it. All right. So, I make the ability check now. Okay. Damn it. What's your Yeah, no. So Rax?
Yeah.
Do you have any buffs on you? Magical stuff?
Like buffs.
Equipment, buffs.
Oh, yeah, I got my Mithril half plate, which is +2.
Alright.
I got
So,
my
honey?
Pirate Heart hand axe.
Roll.
He's also got
A D20?
guidance.
He still has guidance on him.
Okay, roll a D20, honey.
But if it takes
Yeah.
the curse off, it's worth it.
Yeah, the curse goes, guidance goes,
Nice.
but luckily your armor is tougher than her to spell and does not get disenchanted.
Oh, shit.
That's the problem with casting Dispel Magic on a person that wears
It all
magic
worked out
stuff.
though.
It can just pop your ship. Well done, honey. Good roll, by the way. You pop the spells off them. Your curse actually recedes, so your muscles suddenly feel looser. Everything feels back to normal.
Did it work?
But the glowing guidance, that feeling of doing the right thing on your next hit, you're not quite so sure anymore because guidance left you. So Rax, you hear, "Did it work?"
Think so.
And then after that, it is the Ramiel.
Okay, so I should have visual on Rax, right, by now, or no?
He's in the fog, but he's on the edge of it, so you can kind of see him.
Can I do like an NFL touchdown? Like I jump into... No, hold on. That's going to rely on Dex. That's not good. Can I just like slowly, calmly walk into the fog and like find Rax and just reach out and just give him a cure no matter what he says?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you go from here to...
You just go there. It's just a 5-foot walk, and then you reach up into the where you know he is and cure. So roll your cure.
Wait, is that completely?
Oh, so I did that at disadvantage. Does that matter? Or spell?
No, you're not at disadvantage because you're touching him. It's a touch spell.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
you
I did it by
walk
mistake.
right
I was
in.
on disadvantage from earlier. Will it affect that or?
It
No,
will.
Okay, can I re-roll it?
No, because if you look, it doesn't affect. There's no
Oh.
disadvantage because he just touches him.
Okay.
There's no
Oh.
attack roll unless you're doing it against a vampire and you're trying to damage it with healing. So
Hey,
Rax,
Ramil,
you get 11 health.
you're touching a naked orc.
Hey man.
Just
Yeah.
hit.
Can I get a sleight of hand? to see
just
if you
for
can
fun.
jump?
Gently
Roll
place
the-
his palm
roll-
of
It's
his
not an
hand
easy
on
job
my-
being a healer, let me tell you.
on my naked butt cheek.
Roll your dexterity.
My dex? Oh
Yeah.
no.
What does this have to do with Dex?
You grab the
It's
knob.
gonna affect which part of him gets healed.
You feel me let go of some gas.
Oh yeah, you definitely have your hand right over the butt cheek and feel that like flow of warm air as he farts.
the ripple.
Yeah.
His legs will be okay. He'll have good movement at least.
Sorry,
And
being
don't forget-
dispelled causes me gas.
It's worse than a Dave butt cheek. This is a half orc butt cheek, barbarian butt cheek.
All muddy and smelly.
Yeah, but you hope it's mud.
Come on.
Sticky.
It's okay. I got like chain or I think I have chainmail gloves on. I'm all right.
Moving on, my warrior is going to attempt a strength check to get out of this freaking grapple right now.
Alrighty.
Let's see if I can do it.
Oh, can I bonus guidance back on him, or is it too late? Oh, that's sorry.
I'm on normal. And you could have, you could bonus guidance back on him.
Do you need any
Or do we
contested?
just know that?
Yes, contested. So
Damn, Zeke.
he breaks out of that grapple.
Multiple?
Well, you broke out of one. You have to do 2 strength checks. You have to do
Oh,
2
yeah.
contested checks. The first one, he's broken out of one. The whip just unfurls around the top of him. He reaches down, kicks out the other one too. And well, that's his action. He's gonna use an action, an action surge, and
But Zeke,
He's-
you stole a spell from him.
he doesn't have spells.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna make a run for it.
Where the
And as he's
fuck
running
is
away, he's like, "I'll never talk. I'll never tell you that we were gonna rob you, you stupid twerp," and starts running. Not the brightest one of the bunch. That leaves me with a. Let's just see if this works. Rax, roll your perception at disadvantage. Same thing for Allura. Actually, everybody at disadvantage.
Damn.
As the smoke
Oh,
clears, one of them seems to have vanished. So you guys have a dead body at your feet, another guy who's seems to be doing not too well, another dead body up north, and a guy running away. Are you guys going to give chase?
Oh,
I
I
want
am.
to.
Fucking right.
Yeah, I want to.
Then it's actions. You guys can. It starts off with Rax.
Allura.
Oh, sorry, Allura.
All right.
You could dash, by the way.
No, I know, but yeah,
But she wants to hit him.
I can go here, and that will. Sorry, that'll bring me to motherfucker. This will bring me to 25 feet, so I could get. Do you guys see that or?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
that brings me to 25 feet. I can get up onto that rooftop, cost me nothing, and then I can use second or what was that fucking thing I had?
You can disengage, but you're not engaged.
No,
You
I'm
can't
not going to disengage.
Okay.
It's there's something I can do to double my
You can
my
dash.
movement. That's
Dash. But I believe you can dash as a bonus action because of your thieves' cunning there.
second story work. Oh no, that's the climbing. In addition,
Yeah.
when you make a running jump, the distance you cover increases by a number of feet equal to your dexterity modifier.
Different situation though.
What do you mean?
You're not doing a. If you are you going to try to do a running jump?
Well, can I run across the street and jump up onto the roof there?
Well, why? You just get on the roof.
No, I know, but that okay, whatever.
Like you don't need to jump up onto the roof and roll an athletics check to see how far.
So
You
what would a dash? Okay, I see what you mean. What would a dash do for me then exactly?
It gives you extra movement. You
How
use
much?
dash.
It doubles your movement speed, but it takes your action.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I can go
But
25,
in her case, I do believe her thieves' cunning.
Oh, it's a bonus action, so she'll still have an action.
Yeah, I believe she can actually use it. Her cunning action.
Cunning action, yeah.
Yeah, you can do dash, disengage, or hide. So you can dash for as a bonus action.
So
So you can run, you can move your 30 feet, and then
25.
dash your 25 feet, and then dash another 25 feet, and still have your action to attack.
Okay, so I'll go there. So there's my 25.
Yeah.
Then I can go another 20. Oh, he's right fucking there.
Yeah. He's not that fast.
I thought he got right. Okay, so I used my. I'm gonna shoot this piece of shit.
You could. You didn't even have to use your bonus action.
Do I have an advantage because he's on the run?
Yes. He is fleeing.
And I can use a action and a bonus action.
Yeah. Because you didn't use your bonus action to keep running. Right
One
there.
action was to dash. The other action is to shoot your bow.
Wait,
No, she's
No,
not
the-
dashing.
no, I didn't dash. It was a movement.
So shoot your
Oh.
bow.
I did short bow and vicious dagger. I threw it at him.
So you hit, and you forgot your sneak attack damage.
I wasn't sneaking.
No, but you have advantage, so therefore you get your sneak attack damage on your first attack.
Well, that fucking sucks, eh?
Why?
Well, because you want me to re-roll it?
Yeah, well, I need your sneak attack damage.
Okay, so is it just sneak on the one attack or both because he's running?
Just the one. Yeah.
Okay, so on this one, and we'll keep my other one for the.
Still hits.
Okay.
And that's a total of 31
that's good.
damage plus a 9. That's 40 damage. Like your arrows hit right in his back.
By the way, instead of doing
he
the
is not
whole
bloody.
roll, you could have done 5d6.
Whatever,
Yeah.
Dave.
You could have, but she didn't. So you can tell he's hurt, but he's still not bloody. He's still in pretty good shape. This guy's tough. After Allura, it's Rax. You just saw Allura run up to the corner, pointer, or short bow, and seems to hit something. Rax.
Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck, man. I got 40 movement. So
Yeah.
I am going to take a movement. Sorry, I'm still getting used to these fucking hotkeys. Okay. So I'm going to go from here, 40,
Yep.
and then I'm going to dash. Am I right on him right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go here, and that's 60. That's all I need. So I'll take that one action as a dash.
Yeah. And then you still have a bonus action.
So I'll go here. That's 60. And I will swing with one sword and
You'll offhand them.
offhand him. No, but I still get one action, don't I?
You
one
use your
action
action. You use your action as a dash.
Okay, but don't you get two actions?
When you take an attack,
You get an extra
your
attack.
action.
Okay,
That's
I see.
when
I
you would
see.
get
okay,
that.
so I backhand him.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can, but you can use your scimitar for your offhand.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna fucking grapple him. I'm gonna jump on his back and take him down to the ground. Ground
You can,
and
do
pound.
that, you can do that as part of your movement. Remember?
Well, I'll do it.
Yeah. So go. Oh, crit! You literally like just come rushing around the corner, jump in the air, and then scissor kick his legs and bring him down.
So, as my bonus action, I will just fucking
You don't have many options for that one.
punch him.
There you go. Oh, that's an unarmed strike. Critted. I'll roll a con check to see if you actually manage to just knock me out.
As if I rolled 2 crits in a row.
He stays conscious.
All right, I'm done.
A little bit of blood starts coming out of his ears. He is now bloodied. After that, it is Zeke, right? Yeah, Zeke.
Yeah.
Then Rose.
So
Zeke.
30 brings me up to here.
You
Then-
see them engaged. Currently, he is grappled by Rax.
Oh, I'm just
Should I be on
I'm
top
gonna
of him?
dash and dogpile on the whole group.
You haven't restrained them yet. You only grappled on, right? Like, so you're like starting the grapple. You haven't quite like finished it. You haven't like gotten him into like a
Chokehold or something.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna dash and just pretty much dogpile on the group.
You're blocking him off from the other end. So you both now have advantage on him because you are ganging up. After that, it's Rose. They've all dashed off around the corner, except for the cleric. There is a guy there who's slowly choking on his own blood.
Yeah, that guy's still alive, right?
Yeah, he's at, well, sort of. He's already
Well,
failed two death saving throws, so if he fucks up again, he's gone.
I mean, all you really gotta do is kick him in the face.
Yeah, he'll be dead.
Like, bitch.
So, Rose, what do you do to him? I mean, what do you do?
Since he's dying and seeing that if I save him, he's probably gonna get tortured to death.
From what you've seen, that might be possible.
I'm gonna do ice knife and end his life.
I will let you do that for free action. Do you want to try to do it subtly, or are you just doing it obviously?
Someone's still there, right?
Ramliel is still
Yep.
there.
I think I'll do it obviously, but still respectfully.
Alright, so unlike Dave, who like stabbed through the throat and killed the top of the head, and he looked him in the eyes as his life left. She puts her hands over his eyes, lowers them, and at the same time puts her other hand over his chest, and you see a cold dagger form, goes through his heart, ends his life peacefully.
Peacefully after he's been suffering.
Yeah, well, he ends the suffering. Like, there's no more. It was instantaneous. He died without any more pain. Ramliel?
I kind of like watch it go down, and I noticed that we've like, yeah. Wait, this is our stuff here, right? Like,
Yeah, everything you're saying.
yeah, okay. So I'm holding my ground. You know, I'm not sure who she is and all, but I noticed she's helped us for a while now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna heal her wounds, just to prove that, like, hey, you know, we're not all of us are crazy. Like, I can help you.
True, that's probably helpful. Roll your heal.
Okay.
To be fair, I thought you were gonna show her your papers.
Papers. I'm like, look, I am a noble of. All right, let me just decide.
He is actually
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I am actually noble.
Roll your perception, Rose.
Normal, advantage, disadvantage.
Normal. You notice an air about him, something you recognize from some of the other people back home. The better to do in society.
Huh.
But he does reach down and, you know, without touching any part of you that's currently dirty, does heal you.
Wait, is he a
Kind
germaphobe
of
or
you.
something?
No, it's that he is noble. He's, you know, proper. He wouldn't touch.
And also, I like as I'm healing her, I explain like really what's happening here. You know, I say this is our stuff. People were trying to steal it. This guy is like, you know, that you
I
just
know.
killed was part of it. Okay, so I just
I
make
was-
that clear.
They would have got
I
hung
know.
anyways. for
They
the
would have
crimes.
gotten away if I had stopped them first. You guys were late.
I
Yeah,
thank her.
you don't see
That's
any
up for
reason why.
debate.
So you guys, now while this is happening, now it's going to go back to the ones who are running after the other guy. It's his turn now. He's like, stop! Please don't kill me!
Yeah, I think we want some information from him.
What want? No. Great answer.
Crate answer? His name must be Crate.
You notice his face is half sunken down.
Is combat finished?
Up to you guys. It's your turn to act. You can kill this guy, or you can.
All
Whose
right.
turn is it?
It's
I knock him out.
Wait, hang on.
Tie him up.
It's Laura's turn. Technically,
It's my turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, wait for the psycho to go.
Hang on, man. Yeah, wait for the psycho. All right, I'm gonna tie him up.
Okay, well, all of you
Both
together are
psychos.
able to easily get him tied up. Now there is still luckily none of you used really
Knock him out.
loud spells or anything of the type. The worst was the laughter, and so you didn't attract the noise from the zombies and the other undead to you. You guys briefly bring them back to your wagons, and you check your stuff. Everything's there except for the big red gem.
No, I have that. I got it off the fucking gnome that took off, and I killed him.
Laura steps forward saying, "Oh yeah, I got this off the other little guy," and puts it back in the pile.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now wink, wink. Just to let you know, Allura, you could have just pocketed that.
She could have tried.
You could have tried to do a sleight of hand and lie to the team and keep that 500 gold gem to yourself.
What gem?
Yeah, too late.
Too late for that.
You don't have to always be honest.
Oh, I know.
You're the most honest thief ever.
You know what? The one person in this group who would have been like, "Wait a minute, I know you." It would be Zeke. He'd be like, "I know you got that gem off that little fucking gnome."
So when you get back, you notice the tiefling that you hadn't killed off is dead. You put your hand into his neck, no heartbeat. You put your hand over his chest, he's ice cold.
This is the one that Miranda killed?
Yes, both
He's got an ice
were
dagger
killed.
through his heart right now.
Both tieflings are dead. The gnome ran away and Allura ran after him. Nobody knows what happened to him exactly, but Allura came back covered in blood.
Typical.
The warrior you have tied up and saddlebagged over the back of the cart and tied onto it for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna relinquish him of his of his gear. He's just gonna be in skivvies.
You strip him down to his skivvies. Not a problem at all with that. Now, it takes you guys about 15 minutes to do this, and during this time you have a strange new visitor who's appeared. Now, her and Ramliel have been talking. She's explained that she knew what was going on. You get the gist of that from her. She hasn't really revealed much more about herself. She's average height for a drow. She is a drow, and because of the fact that you guys are currently in combat, it was kind of hard to hide. She's got silvery purple hair.
I put my hood up.
And now she's covering up her features.
What does this dirty, filthy drow want with our group? And why do we care what she thinks?
You're still rich because of me. You're welcome, orc.
That's up for debate there, sugar tits.
Roll your insight,
Jesus.
and roll your perception, Rose. Roll your insight, Rax.
My insight?
Yeah. She's not lying whatsoever. And roll your performance, Rose. She's not lying whatsoever, and you don't think that she could lie if she tried.
It's a part of my policy. There's no
Rax
point in
isn't very smart, though.
But even Rax, she's really honest. She seems straightforward. That she was stopping them from, and also the fact that the big giant elemental behind you hasn't tried to pummel your head in while you weren't looking. She seems like a decent person. There is a 12-foot tall elemental next to you.
Where is? I don't see this elemental.
It's right here. You don't see this?
Oh, this thing.
That's
Yeah,
what that is.
it looks like a pile of fucking rocks.
That's
Look,
'cause
it's a
it's a
rock
rock
elemental.
Yeah, but don't they look like big snowmen? But
Look,
like
I don't
made
know
of
about
rocks?
you, but the few dots that create my character does not look like a drow. Looks like a white blotch. I mean, the thing that looked the most like a butterfly was the butterfly.
Okay, it's an upwards view. It's kind of normal.
Okay, I think I see it now. Yeah, I see it.
There's a head in the middle, the
I
shoulders.
see. Yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah. All right.
Picky bastards.
So, what is it you want? You want some kind of reward or something?
If I was after a reward, why would I have helped you?
Because then you'd get a reward.
It's so much easier to steal from you considering how late you guys were.
You think it's easy to steal from us?
I think that there was ample time.
Because of the fact that she summoned the elemental, you can work out that they would have technically been either leaving town or much further along had she not attacked them.
Well, I'll have you know that we would have tracked you down. Maybe you would have left the town, but you would have left a trail, and we would have tracked you down. And you're moving with a small caravan full of gold and stuff, and we'd be pretty late on our feet. I'm pretty sure we'd catch up.
You assume that I'm greedy.
No, but I am.
That's noted. I'll be wary of you.
I'm just going to be over here kind of like poking at this thing.
I'm going through the loot. I need to find at least 2 healing potions to keep on me since I don't know what the hell's going on with my inventory.
I'll tell you what. If you need to be accompanied by some people,
You were promised a boat by the innkeeper, yes?
yeah.
They're
was
dead.
actually.
I know where the boat is. Fortunately,
Well-
I have no idea how to sail.
That makes things pretty simple. Welcome
Does
to the
it?
crew. Because we need
I
that
look
boat.
towards the noble person.
That would be Remliel. He's got papers.
Hey, you
I
guys-
look
you
towards
guys-
Remiel for
you guys could
confirmation.
try to sail your way
I
out.
slowly walk up, overhearing the conversation. Draw out my royal papers.
That's not what I meant. I'm concerned.
You know what? You guys could try to sail your way out of here without me, but you know what? None of yous got any experience.
I think
I
Rax
wanna-
is the only sailor.
And one of
Oh.
the things is there's
I
a
slowly
lot
hide behind Remiel.
a lot of rocks out there. You could wash ashore. You could, you know.
There's a lot of rock right here. I'm just going to pat him on his. I don't know how tall he is. Probably his
You
finger.
may go, friend.
Yeah, he's like 15 feet. Well, as you do that, he just like melts back into the earth, leaving not even a pebble out of place.
My arms are up. I didn't do it.
And break it.
He needs to rest.
Now, with the wagons, you guys could try to like force yourself through the peasants and get ahead of them, or you could take the, follow behind them and help when needed.
Levitate.
Now, before you guys go, are you guys going to just leave the bodies or bury them or do anything to them?
I say we toss him down this alleyway. A little extra meaty distraction for the friends down there.
So the one living one, you're going to toss down the alleyway
Let's,
tied up?
Actually,
No, the bodies.
Oh, you're gonna feed the bodies to? Okay.
I mean, that's my
after we
idea.
take the shit off of them and throw their shit into our.
Well-
We'll do all that at the end.
At the end, the end's
At
on
the end,
fire. Oh,
like we'll decide the loot at the end, but right now we're just
Yeah.
fucking
you
taking
literally
their valuables.
you strip their shit, toss it in a burlap sack, and toss it on top of the caravan.
There you go.
You put a little sticker on it saying, "Look through this shit." But they are naked too. Like you didn't even leave the skivvies. You just
No. We left the skivvies.
as you toss the bodies over the mounds of earth, you hear like certain zombies get the attention and like the chewing sound of flesh. So it seems to work. You're feeding something. The living one is looking at you and like, I don't want to be thrown over. I don't want to be thrown over. And it's kind of being quiet, trying to be one with the cart. Now, are you guys going to try to push your way through? Or, how are you going to get out of town?
I say we hot dog it down this way and then out over
Are you
here.
casting that?
I'm trying to see if I can cast it on people just to get them to move forward more organized fashion and more efficiently.
It works in an individual, not in a group.
Damn.
You're going to try to go that way?
I say.
I can't see
that's
the
way-
full map, so I don't know.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me see if I can't just fix that. I believe I can just turn it.
Were we trying a scenic route to go get around and ahead of them?
You guys blind or do you see everything?
I
See
see
I'm
everything.
just saying to avoid the zombies, like just
So with Allura scouting and Zeke scouting, you are able to see the horde in the town.
I cast Levitate. It's also part of my Drow magic on the goods.
It makes them lighter.
Follow me. I'm gonna bring them towards the ship.
That's going to be about 3 days travel through the woods to the shore. She shows you something that you guys haven't seen yet, is a completed map.
hey guys, can we put a pause on and have a smoke? Because I'm starting to really Jones for one.
Absolutely.
All right, just a quick smoke, and then we'll get out of here and finish this up.
Yeah, missed about you. I still got my headset on, so we can still talk there. If you guys have questions. Oh, it's already midnight. It's midnight.
Yeah.
We can actually stop the game at this point because it's midnight.
Plus, it's a good stopping point.
Yeah, and it is a good stopping point. Like,